Foundation, the foundation fighting blindness.
KHD 1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports, 1140.
132.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Can you feel it? Hey.
Sure can.
Jermaine, isn't it Jermaine singing? He's doing just such a great job here. Like, you never notice any. It's like normal vocals. Good job. He's carrying it. And then in like 3 seconds, Michael comes in. Yeah, I feel like Jermaine, Michael comes in and you're just like, God, he's just blowing the doors off. What do I do? I mean, they're singing the same song, same key.
I always thought this was Bo.
Bo Jackson?
Not Reggie.
Janet?
Jesse.
Percy?
Action.
Andrew.
Ooh, Action Jackson. R.I.P. Carl Weathers. Andrew Jackson. There's a whole new set of documentaries that just dropped on Netflix, and it's taken they got one on FDR, one on Teddy Roosevelt, one on Lincoln, one on I think it's like Great America. It's something like all the moments that started America, good and bad. Like a bunch of them dropped at once on Netflix. It's great. Go to sleep.
If they don't say how Washington died, it's not a real documentary.
You know, he was really tall. Washington was really tall and almost did.
He was. That's why they called him Longshanks.
Hey, is that why?
That was
him off the tee.
The king in Braveheart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was almost. Apparently, it was down to him and John Hancock as to who would. Yeah, who'd be the commander in chief.
It's not John Hancock.
It's not.
It's Herbie Hancock.
Oh,
I saw that documentary, Hancock.
Hancock. Did you? I did not.
You didn't?
Smith?
I did see that documentary, yes. You know what?
He threw a whale.
I enjoyed that movie, and everyone hates it. It's not the greatest.
I think it came out too early.
Did it like before everyone was ready for all the superheroes?
Yeah. Well, it was that, and then they were already playing on the idea of a superhero.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what Deadpool is, I guess.
I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel. Let's go. Why not? That was a fun one. That was a fun movie.
Oh, I know why.
What? Is there someone in there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting.
Mm-hmm. Your girl's in it.
Well, that is so broad. No pun intended. My girl? Oh, Theron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin. Justin.
Oh.
Justin Theron.
Good morning, Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, Christopher Law. We got A's tickets to give away. We got basketball to talk about. We got a lot to get to. Really here. Let me see. I should have written this stuff down because there's issues here. We'll start with first off. Last night was Asian rap night.
How'd that go?
That sounds funny. Spring rolls.
Oh,
yeah. You know,
that's disappointing. I thought it was another one.
Wouldn't that be great? Mm-hmm. Do you guys, is there something in your life that you have just accepted? You're like, there's a lot of things that I know how to do. This is not one of them, and it's never going to happen. And for me, it's rolling things. Seriously.
Yeah. I
can't roll anything. I can't roll with it. I sucked at rolling the Chipotle burrito. They were fine. I watched the YouTube videos. It looks so, I wouldn't say easy, but it's not confusing. They show you how to do it. I watch it a bunch of times. And then it comes down, I follow all the directions, and it just, pizza dough, same thing. And then last night, I've done these before. I think maybe my spring roll wrappers, they were a little smaller than normal, but it ended up being a cool thing because my daughter came over to help because I was getting frustrated. And she wasn't great, but she was a lot better than I was.
She's like the Lindsay of your family.
She is kind of like the Lindsay of my family. Just kind of comes in and...
Even though Lindsay is the Lindsay of your family.
Lindsay is, in fact, the Lindsay of my family. And we ended up having like spring roll
salad.
Yeah, it was just lame. And I get frustrated. And then of course I quietly.
Oh my gosh, you're just lame.
No, I didn't know. I wasn't gonna do that because it was gonna be fun. I made an Asian noodle salad. And I did all the stuff. Did the shrimp. It just wasn't great. Made the little peanut sauce. I mean, it was fine, but in the end, it was just so much work for so little payoff. And then I noticed out of the corner of my eye, my wife took 2 bites, and then she wasn't hungry, which means she doesn't like it. She doesn't want to say, yeah, we're having an issue right now. So she's one of the things there's 2 things she does when she's upset with me that are hilarious. Number 1, even though she doesn't make a big deal out of it, she doesn't eat what I make. She just doesn't. She doesn't eat it. And the other thing is if we're arguing, and if we're in a fight, and we're not talking.
Is this still from last weekend?
This is from Saturday. Yeah. We haven't even begun to we haven't even begun to have negotiations with our envoys to set up the peace conversation. That hasn't even happened yet. Which
that's up at the cabin.
Well, that's
for Camp David.
That's what's exactly. That's what's interesting. Well done, because we're supposed to go to the cabin this weekend and she knows I'm really excited about this, huh? The boring cabin, which is how this all started. The cabin trip is the day after tomorrow. She knows she has leverage right now, because we've got this cabin trip coming up, and she knows that I know that at some point I'm just waiting for the inevitable. Yeah, I'm not going this week. You go with the kids, which, to be clear, I'd be perfectly fine with, except the other couple's going up, and now we can't play spades. You have to have 4 people to play spades, which is going to piss them off too, because we love playing spades. It's fun.
Maybe you can bring your mother-in-law.
I will get to that in a second, because I forgot something from yesterday affecting this. So anyways, you'll see. So yeah, I don't know. So anyways, there's 2 things she does. She doesn't eat what I make. And then this is the really stupid one. Like, let's say it's a Saturday or whatever, and she's getting ready to go somewhere, and she hops in the shower, and then when she goes to change her clothes, to get dressed, she's wrapped in a towel. She takes her clothes and she goes into the closet. She changes in there. She's literally punishing me for us fighting by not. She's basically, in her mind, depriving me of that in which and when we're not.
Can you make it more clear?
I just don't want to sound weirder than I already do. So, and I will tell her when we're not arguing. I'll be like, you realize that's like the dumbest thing you could do, right? Like, the smartest thing you could do would be to parade around, because then I'm like, oh, look what I'm missing. But you're going in the closet and it's just weird, man.
It's a show for Nacho.
It's a big show, because Nacho's in the dirty clothes. Well, no, knowing Melissa, she's just piling all her towel and clothes on top of Nacho, which is fine. Then Nacho's got to, find her way out. So we'll see how that works. There were developments on the mother-in-law dinner tonight, though, because my wife did not. I was going to get her on the phone. She was in class, and then you remember she asked, well, what were you talking about? My mother? Why were you talking about my mom? And I said, it was about me. This was after the show. I said, it was about me not going to dinner. All good. And she says, well, you can go if you want. I just know you don't want to. And I said, no. And she goes, duh. And then I said, duh. So there was communication about that.
Solid.
She knows. Also, turns out.
Just depends on how you read into that.
It really?
Yeah.
You think that's a trap?
No, I don't think it's a trap. Yeah. But it's like, I know you don't want to go, so why would I want you to go?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what she's like. I know you don't want to go. I don't want to drag you there. Which
I know you don't want to go, so don't.
I mean, I could look at it like that, Chris. I'm choosing to look at it like a mature adult and thinking, she's doing me a solid. She knows I don't want to go, so she's not going to guilt me into going. You'd think since we're arguing too, she'd be like, okay, yeah, well, great,
So when you have stuff with your parents, and it's like a family thing,
Yes.
is it like, do you just bring it up, or do you like, hey, we got to go over to my parents or something?
I say we guys got to go over to my parents.
We have to go.
Yeah, but here's the thing. She knows she's fully, if she said, by the way, there have been times when she hasn't been home or she doesn't go. It's fine. If
She's not home. That's one thing.
If she wants to go, it's funny you mentioned that because I won't be home. I completely forgot. Tonight is our annual station putting for charity
Hour.
We'll get to that at Hagen Oaks with our good friend Tom Morton, the Morton Foundation. Couldn't have gone anyways. I committed to this thing a month ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, with Scott Marsh. Oh. So what does that lead to? See, we're daisy chaining stuff this morning. This is the Bull Durham meeting at the Mount, because then I remembered that I was reminded of that yesterday, and then I went, oh, you know what? Now I know you can't go because you're getting on an aeroplane, but Chris played last year.
He did.
He did play last year. So I said something to Chris this morning, something like, hey, turns out I couldn't go anyways. We got to do the putting thing tonight. He goes, I wasn't invited, but he was invited last year.
He was.
I don't know who else is going other than Scott Marsh and myself now. Scott does all the organizing.
Maybe Big Boss.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what happened. Chris got punted for Big Boss.
I mean, that's my guess.
I'll bet you're right. I'll bet you I would put money that you're right. But I think it's like 5 people.
Maybe Matty Ice.
Yeah, but I feel like here's my thing. If I remember correctly, and I didn't organize this, so don't get mad at me. If I remember correctly, I'm guessing Scott reached out to Chris at one point because we had to fill out the 5 people that were going. And Chris very kindly said, hey, you know what? I'm not a golfer, but I can putt. I've done miniature golf before. I'll go out and we'll have a good time. It's
From my understanding, I was in Jason's office and Scott came by and said, like, hey, we need another person.
And you said, I'll go.
Yeah, I think Jason suggested me.
Okay, well, there you go, which is fantastic. Kind of like our recent lunch. I found if you ask Chris, if he can, oftentimes he will go. So I feel like
recent lunch,
the lunch
you had with a client,
we went to.
Oh yeah.
So thank you, Jason. I feel like once you're in though, I think you should have to be like
eliminated.
Yeah, like you're in. Go. Yeah.
So then you fill that spot, but otherwise,
yeah.
No, if it's the Big Boss instead of me, that's completely understandable. But it's not like there's any more open spots because everybody from last year is going.
Well,
I
would say this, and I'll say this publicly. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right for Chris to show up, volunteer, fill a spot, bail us out, and then be unceremoniously tossed aside. I've done this thing many, many times over the years.
Oh yeah, last year was me, you, Scott, Alan, and Chris.
Yeah.
The year before, me, you, Scott. So here's a common theme.
Yeah.
Someone that we used to have downstairs that's no longer working with the company, and Harold Presley.
That's right.
And I think the year before that was me, you, Scott. That same person that's no longer downstairs, a female that's down there. I don't know if you remember her, but anyway, she was there. And I want to say Bill Louie played.
Who?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's right. And by the way, especially since you're not going, so there's the spot.
Another spot. Yeah.
So they're the Big Boss should have taken your spot this year. Since you're not going to be there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So I will say,
I love that. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it is. It's really awesome. It's a good time. They do a great job with it. Raise a lot of money for charity. But I will say this, Chris. I think that's not right. So I would be willing to give you my spot tonight.
I can't go.
Why not?
I'm still sick. I'm sick.
But you're here. If you can be here, wouldn't the sun be good for you? You're in the outdoors. You're not like hugging and kissing people.
Last time I did.
Yeah.
You hugged and kissed people?
Uh-huh.
Me after every putt.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Yeah. So you don't want my spot?
Then we did butterfly kisses to celebrate the victory.
What is it? Oh, can I even...
Eskimo?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Then Jason and I both got pink eye.
Oh, speaking of saying things that are partially offensive, can I get I always go to Chris for this because Chris knows.
And I love this.
Chris is tapped in on everything that could or could not be offensive. Are you aware?
Here's the list.
He kind of, I think he might put out the bullet. And I just try to do the right thing. I don't care. I'm not one of those, look, if it bothers someone, if it offends, I don't care about it. I'll happily change whatever. I don't care. I don't get
Is it Asian rapping again?
No, it's, have you guys seen this discourse on, when they were talking about Victor Wembanyama, and he broke a couple of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's records. And so they're posting that he broke those records, but they're referring to Kareem as Lou Alcindor because Lou Alcindor is who set those records. In other words, that was the name he went by when on the date that he did that. So, and I've seen that many, many times before. If it's like UCLA or early, it's Lou Alcindor, and then after he changed his name, anything he did after that is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But now there's this thing, which I've seen before in other communities, but now there's this thing where people are very upset because they think it's offensive to call him Lou Alcindor because it's like his dead name. He changed his name, and so he should be referred to as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've seen him referred to as Lou Alcindor 150 billion times throughout my life. But
really?
Yeah, what?
You've seen him as Lou Alcindor for...
No, I'm saying I've seen him referenced as Lou Alcindor a ton of times throughout history when it has something to do with him growing up, or actually I think his first name's Ferdinand. It's like Ferdinand Lewis. I think I'm right about that. Right. Or anytime they talk about UCLA and what he does there, it was Lou Alcindor, or Lou Alcindor did this. And then, obviously after he changed his name, it's always Kareem. So is that a thing?
Yeah. If you change your name, you don't want to go by that name anymore.
But what if, and I want to be careful here, but what, I'm not, by the way, it may sound like I'm arguing against what you're saying. I'm not. I'm just trying to understand it. But that was his name when he did the thing.
Okay. He's still him now.
Yeah. No, so
he's still Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
So it's not like
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was one of the greatest college basketball players of all time.
I'm really not trying to get in trouble here. I'm like the little kid just asking questions. So the guy that got the gold medal in the decathlon in the 70s, you know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. So when we're referencing, and I know this is a different thing, but it's still the same concept of change the name. Different reasons, but change the name. So when we're referencing the gold medalist from the 70s, the proper way to do that then would be to reference that is Caitlyn Jenner that won the gold medal?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you're saying the same thing would then carry over. So Lou Alcindor.
I would say it's weird now because how many, especially my generation, I had to be told that oh yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar used to be Lou Alcindor,
yeah,
especially in college and in the NBA.
Yeah.
I would say people in their 30s and 20s now have no idea who Lou Alcindor is.
The one that is from my generation, because that was before all of us, the one that I always remember is, when I used to watch Shaq and Chris Jackson at LSU. And Chris Jackson was the point guard, and Shaq was the center, and Stanley Roberts, I think, was on that team, too. My goodness. And then Chris Jackson changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. So now, do the record books at LSU reflect Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf or Chris Jackson? Not that I expect you to know, but I
believe they say Chris Jackson.
They do.
I believe.
But what are the record books? Is there a book somewhere that?
Well, I don't know. Let's say
there are game notes to say someone else is coming up at LSU. It's going to get into that top 5 club or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I believe it would read Chris Jackson.
I think so too.
And then, I don't know that.
So then, if you're doing play-by-play at LSU for basketball, and Freddie McSmithel comes in as the freshman point guard, you say and with that assist, he just broke blank's record for assists for a freshman at LSU. So
if they have it listed as Chris Jackson, I would probably say surpassing Chris Jackson,
now known as Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
That's probably how I would phrase it, but I don't. If it's listed Mahmoud Abdul, then that's easy.
So then I wonder is when referencing what Kareem did in UCLA, is the proper nomenclature to be like Lou Alcindor, now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, set this record his freshman year, or not freshman, his sophomore year.
I would say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
then known as. Okay. Honestly, I had not seen that. I'd seen the Caitlyn Jenner-esque. I've seen that. I'm aware of that conversation, and that's fine. I got you. I had not seen that in the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar world. I'd never seen that before, and I didn't know. I didn't know if that was a real thing or, whatever. And then
when you talk about the Kings championship in 1951, I guess it's different.
Well, no, is it? I think that might be a good analogy because if you say this franchise, the Sacramento Kings have one championship, one in 1951, then known as the Rochester Royals, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. We refer to that. We say that.
Yeah.
Now, what about, how does that apply for like...
what aboutism again?
No, I'm looking on the chat here. So, and that just, so like, let's say I'm trying to think of somebody who played for them, but somebody who played for Washington in 1984, okay? Do you think of any old Washington basketball players?
1984?
I don't know, in the 80s?
Wes
Unseld.
Yeah.
So would you call them the Wizards, then known as the Bullets, or is that a different thing because it's a thing and not a person? You know what I'm saying? Like, they changed their name. Does that count?
I guess when he's being referenced to would be Wizards. Great.
Is that what you do? That sounds weird.
Really?
Wizards great, Wes Unseld. I don't know. It just sounds strange because he's a Bullets great. Oh, but you wouldn't say, well, oh, God, what are they doing with Commanders and Redskins? Are they saying Commanders great John Riggins?
Or Washington?
Yeah.
Is Kevin Durant a Sonics great?
Who are they? Is that his college team?
So stupid. You're so dumb.
I mean, I don't know when. Well, maybe, were you born, Carmichael Dave? Yeah.
Yes, I was, actually. Oh, I was born in Carmichael.
Yeah.
Were you born in Carmichael, Dave? Yes.
Do you know what the toughest with you being Carmichael Dave is? Is like occasionally I'll ask your dad a question when you call him up.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to reference him. Because I want to say Mr.
Right. Say
like if your name is Carmichael Dave, I would like to say Mr. Dave.
Mr. Dave, or Mr. Carmichael. Yeah, I guess it would either be Carmichael Dad.
I like that.
Yeah. Or
I usually just go with Sir.
Everybody calls him Jax. Yeah, that's fine too. Although he'll say like,
he's Jack Dave?
He's Jack Dave.
Yeah.
By the way, Jack Dave, awesome athletic name.
Yeah.
Jack Dave would be a great quarterback. So anyways, just me.
Jack Dave had trouble getting out of JUCO.
It was a grades thing, but he could play.
Jarrett Jack Dave. Yeah, but just be
he did.
Tonight. Yeah. What? Just be me tonight. Just me and.
No, you and Marsh.
Oh yeah, Oh no. Why didn't I put that together?
What?
Why did I take this long to put this together? Crap. It's gonna.
Yeah, the same things you were talking about yesterday about the dinner are still in play tonight.
Chris, I'll give you $20 to go for me.
No.
Why?
Why did he say no?
Why
I
are
want
you
to
offering?
Because Spurs Thunder's at 5:30.
He'll be home for the big.
What time's the thing?
I think it's at 6. I really have to watch that game.
Yeah, it'll be good to. Oh, I bet Richie got the invite.
Oh, maybe. Richie.
Well, I will find out today. I will find out. I wonder if Marsh is up.
Maybe.
If Marsh is up. I think this is important. I really do have to. I mean, I could always, and that's not something you could just have the TV on. You know,
record it.
Come on. can't watch sporting events. The only sporting event.
Carmichael Dad does it.
Yeah, I know, and he and I argue about it all the time. I'm like, Dad, you're now. If you're not watching the sporting event live, then it's a movie.
Why can't you watch it live?
I can but I just watch golf so I can fast forward through the commercials.
Why can't you watch the
Because things are going to happen. It's not going to happen the same.
Tell the truth.
I have
Why
to
can't
experience it.
Tell the truth.
What's the truth?
What's the truth?
No.
Why can't you?
Why do you need to watch things live, especially sporting events?
Because I don't like watching them recorded. It's
No.
weird.
No.
You're on the couch now.
Yeah.
Why? If you,
Okay. Yeah. Well, look, I don't. What are you implying that I have to watch them live so I can react to them on social media?
Well, not just that.
you
Like
don't have to write.
you don't have to do that, but you're going
to.
to be on it, so it'll be ruined for you.
Yeah, it would be ruined for me. Ruined. Did the lip thing again. Hey, Chris, let me ask you something. Does that bother you when I say that? And here's why.
No, it doesn't.
Here's why I'm asking. Couldn't that technically be an HR violation by me?
Let's find out.
No,
Let's find out. Let's go up to Seattle and talk to our HR person.
We'll take a break. When we come back, guys, could the playoffs be any better so far? Like,
It's only one overtime.
yeah, it's a great point. One overtime, but a nice comeback. Yeah.
Wasn't 25.
Let me tell you something. You know how much I love. We all love Spurs Thunder, right? I might have liked this game more. I might have actually.
Is this the Happy Gilmore 2 for you?
This game was a 10 out of 10. This game could not have gone better for me personally, and I'm going to enjoy every minute talking about. And I'm not a Knicks fan, so we'll talk about that. Good news, bad news if you're a Bay Area baseball fan. And we got a lot to get to. So sit back, relax. 916-339-1140 is your text line. 1-800-920-1140 is your phone line. If you want to call in, we got A's tickets to give away as well. We'll be right back to start the show after this.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I'm talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Memorial Day sales event?
One word, options. Right now you can finance your new 2026 Ram 1500 with our lowest rate option of 2.9% APR for 72 months with no payments for 90 days. That will save you thousands in finance charges.
But what if I'm looking for a lower payment?
Then you can take advantage of our 4.9% APR financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days. Either way, you're saving big, and you can get the new Ram of your dreams waiting at Hoblet.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
Must finance through SFS for qualified buyers. 2.9% APR for 72 months equals $1,515 per thousand borrowed. 4.9% APR for 84 months equals $1,408 per thousand borrowed. No payment for 90 days on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Offers cannot be combined with other incentives. Excludes Ram 1500 RHO and Tungsten models. Sample VIN 42368. See dealer for details.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo.
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Net available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
It's the Memorial Day Sell-a-thon at Folsom Lake Ford with employee pricing. Plus, get 2.9% financing. Plus, $1,000 trade assistance on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford today. FolsomLakeFord.com. On approval of credit, see dealer for details.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Yeah, Dwayne says in the chat, he says, are you going to watch the news 2 days later? Right?
Same thing.
Mm-hmm. Same exact thing. Let's see. I haven't looked at the text line yet. So CD was referencing his wife when she was in high school. Does he call her by her married name? Yeah, Melissa.
What about her last name?
Same last name. Same last name. Never changed. Never changed.
I had a friend tell me one time that was a deal breaker for him. If he were to get married and they didn't change their name.
You know, it kind of just speaks to our marriage from the beginning, because it should have been a deal breaker for me. Because
should have been.
Here's why. My son is the last of our clan, if you will, with that last name. My daughter does, of course. My cousin David, who has my same first and last name, my uncle David's son, my dad's brother, he had 2 daughters, and then he has 2 sisters. So it's on Mason. Mason is the only one that can carry on that name, and it's not a popular last name, unless, you know, my daughter were to keep her name or something. But even then, the kids would have the father's last name,
like mother, like.
Yeah, exactly. Mother. So you know, it.
Did she ever consider taking your wife's last name?
I considered that for a while. I actually considered just. I was it's funny, as much as I share about my personal life, also I'm really protective of the kids, and I have a very unique last name, and I didn't want, so we actually had that conversation about, I didn't want people to put that together. Yeah, you know, there's weirdos. Dave is different. You know, there's a saying called ball knower the kids use, and that's for people that know basketball. And I'd like to say we should get some promos. We here in the morning show, we're ball knowers, Jason. This just in from Darren Wolfson, who is a reporter in Minneapolis. He says, and remember, we did the Timberwolves post-mortem yesterday. See if any of this sounds familiar. He said, there's a ceiling on this Timberwolves roster. They realize that. Tim Conley realized it last summer, making a push for Kevin Durant. I foresee roster changes coming. They would like to move to the Eastern Conference, obviously, when expansion happens. And they would love to acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo, as we spoke about yesterday. Wow.
Going to take a victory lap like
Matt George. Yeah, I'm into that now. I think that's always fun. It's always a good look. It's always a good look when you.
The best.
It's the best look when you want to double down and say, we were first. Double down. Knicks and Cavs. Madison Square Garden. Some call it the Mecca.
Some. Didn't sound like it for most of the game.
It didn't sound like it. You're exactly right for much of the game. Here's Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell will. Evan fakes the three. Left wing Mitchell. His three. Bullseye with 2.7 on the clock.
And here's Donovan Mitchell.
Then Mitchell took it away from Bridges. Mitchell to the other end. Scoop scored with the right hand. Donovan Mitchell with arms like snakes. Took it away from Bridges. And it's 59-51. Donovan now with 20.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and how about one more Donovan Mitchell?
To Schroeder, right side Mitchell, three. Bullseye! Dagger! Oh, my! Donovan Mitchell with a 29-point game. And the Cavaliers are up by 21.
Oof. That was in the
dagger word was used.
That was in the fourth. Up 21, and the Cavs went on to blow out the Knicks. If they were playing the Sixers, now's where we play the Rocky music.
The montage is happening.
The montage is coming. Listen, the Cavs were blowing the Knicks out. The game was over. There was literally a 99.9% win probability for the Cavs. 99.9. As a matter of fact, up until that point, last night, teams up 20 or more with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of playoff games were 643-0. But the Knicks, defeat made a phone call, and the Knicks didn't pick up the phone. We go to the fourth quarter. The
Knicks made a phone call?
Defeat called the Knicks. Like, hey, I'm defeat. You're going to lose. Yeah. And the Knicks didn't pick the phone up to answer defeat when they called. Clip that up, Frankie. Here's Mikal Bridges.
Back toward midcourt. Brunson right wing again. Steps back, finds Bridges, far corner three-pointer. Hits again. 2 clutch threes from Mikal Bridges.
Jalen Brunson was phenomenal in the fourth.
Behind the back, right wing, off the dribble three. He got it! Jalen Brunson is not human right now. It's a 5-point game with 3:30 to go, and Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
Well, more on that later. Landry Shamet.
Oh, Shamet.
Ties it up.
Finds Shamet, far corner. Three-pointer for the tie. He got it off the back rim and in. Shamet with the soft touch, and we're tied at 99 with 41 seconds to go.
I need to get the call. I was hoping they'd have it. All I've heard is we had our first ever aborted bang in Mike Breen history yesterday as the Cavs went up for the game winner. That ball was in the hoop, and you heard a bang. Oh! You know, talk about throwing the brakes on. He did such a great job at that. The game goes to OT, and Jalen Brunson stayed hot.
Brunson gets the Harden matchup again. Out high, right-hand crossover, foul line. Harden on his hip, floater, and the lane is good, and Jalen Brunson gives the Knicks a 4-point lead.
It was said right there.
Sorry.
Baseline.
What now?
It was said right there. Gets the Harden matchup again.
Yes. We'll get to that. Yeah. Oh, we will.
Left wing pump fake, baseline drive, muscles past Mobley, and banks in a left-hand layup for a 6-point overtime lead.
Yeah, they would hold on. Here's your final score.
The Knicks just became the 4th team in the play-by-play era to win a playoff game after trailing by 20 points in the fourth quarter. It's the biggest comeback win in Knicks franchise history in the playoffs. They were down by 22 with 7.5 to go, and they storm back to force overtime and win game 1, 115-104.
32-18 in the fourth quarter. 14-3 in overtime. It became the first time in NBA history game 1 of both the conference or division final series went to overtime, and I want to say it was it a 41-4? I saw it somewhere. Some sort of crazy outscoring done by the Knicks to finish everything out. That was, look, full credit to the Knicks. Of course, full credit to the Knicks. But they had an 18-1 run to get back in, overcoming a 22-point deficit, a 9-0 run in overtime. It was an absolute collapse by the Cavaliers.
Yep.
It was coaching malpractice by Kenny Atkinson. And it really just, it sucks. It's like, this is one of those times when you're right, but also you don't want to seem like hateful. And I don't, this isn't personal, but once again, when are people going to, when are teams going to figure out that James Harden just sucks? He's terrible. For everything he does good offensively, he slows down the offense. He breaks up the rhythm. He's loose with the ball. He shrinks in big moments. And as you saw last night, they absolutely attacked him. And to be honest with you, I don't know, man. If I put my daughter in a boxing ring and she keeps getting punched up by a professional boxer, is it her fault for not punching correctly, or is it my fault for putting her in that position in the first place? The fact that Kenny Atkinson just stuck to his guns cost them a ball game. They probably, Jason, could have held the ball for 24 seconds.
It was really hard to lose that game, and they found the road. I mean, 99.9% chance. They're playing so well. I mean, what's great, yesterday we talked about how great the first game was between the Thunder and the Spurs.
Yeah.
This one was the great outcome game,
yes,
as opposed to for four quarters. Like, that's why I brought it up earlier. Like, watching the majority of the game, I think that's one of the great arenas, great venues, and I understand why it was quiet, but it was dead. Like, this is a playoff game, a conference finals, and yeah, you realize they were losing.
Yeah.
But it just didn't feel like it had anything. And then it just times 10 erupted when they came back. I mean, it was like, my God, it was mayhem.
Bunch of bandwagoners. Where are you at when they need you? We got a lot more on this, and we got a break here. I want to end with this because a lot of people wonder, did Atkinson think about maybe pulling Harden out? Because of the bad defense, and here's what he said there.
Did you ever feel like it got to the point where you had to put him on the bench just a little bit of defensive possessions to kind of mitigate that?
No. Listen, he's been one of our best defenders in these playoffs. I trust him. Smart, great hands.
You disagree?
A little bit. I feel like the world would disagree. James Harden has been one of your best defenders in the playoffs. I would ask him to back that up with film or whatever, or puff, pass, Ken. Pass the Dutchie to the left-hand side.
So they're here despite him?
I think in the overall situation, I think I don't know if they're here despite him, because you can't deny his offensive capabilities. But time and time again, this happens. And there are numbers that back up just how bad he is, in these situations. And yes, I don't think if Darius Garland is playing last night, this happens. The argument is, would they be here if they had? I don't know, but he is a team killer. We'll take a break. When we come back, my opinion. Around the diamond, big breakthrough for the Athletics. We'll spotlight one of their guys. And Kruk and Kite, man, they've had it with the Giants, and so have a lot of Giants fans. Another one last night. We'll talk about it next.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da!
If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Looking for a new truck? Looking to save money? At Folsom Chevy, they can help you with both. Get Memorial Day savings now. Every new 2026 Silverado half-ton RST and LT in stock is $12,000 under MSRP. For General Manager Eric Wilson and his team, it starts and stops with you and your experience. Hop on Highway 50, Folsom Chevy, between the Hazel and Folsom exits at the Folsom Auto Mall, or go to folsomchevy.com. From the mountains to the levee, think Folsom Chevy.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
May is here, and so is your excuse to hit the ballpark. The green and gold are bringing the energy all month long with fan-favorite bobbleheads, can't miss post-game fireworks, and a ballpark atmosphere you don't want to miss. Turn up for Sacramento Saturdays and bring the whole crew out for Stompin' Sundays, packed with kid-friendly fun, giveaways, and the opportunity for kids 14 and under to run the bases after the game. Enjoy big swings and bigger moments all May long in West Sacramento. Lock in your seats now at athletics.com/tickets.
Wendy's new Biggie Deals lets you choose whatever you're in the mood for. It's like a music mixing board of deals, and you're the producer. Go with some chill folk music with a JBC in the $4 Biggie Bite snack. Try the drum and bass of deals with a double stack in the $6 Biggie Bag. Or go full-on sandwich symphony with an $8 Biggie Bundle, the grand finale of snacking. And the best part? They all come with napkins. $4, $6, and $8 Biggie Deals how you want them at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Support comes from Amazon Business. You can't rely on guesswork to run your business. With smart business buying, innovative AI tools optimize your purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Empower your team today. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
Just make it interesting,
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Hey, this Nick Kurtz guy, I think he's going to be good.
I agree.
As we said yesterday that the A's need to come out of the box and really make a statement. I don't know that they made a statement yesterday, but the offense was certainly clicking. And I always want to call him Bob, Zach Geloff.
Bob Geloff?
Like Bob Geldof. I don't know why. I see Geloff and I think Geldof, and then I think Bob. Zach Geloff here. Zach Geloff made a difference, really, Jason, when it was needed.
Couple of men in scoring position. Geloff to center field. Charging in is Trouty, won't get there. Rooker home. Here comes the speedy Bolte. And how about the inning the A's are having?
Wait, I kind of like Speedy Bolte.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fun name. Nick Kurtz, going into the game, had a 41-game on-base streak.
Yeah.
41. Would you like to hear 42?
I would.
He found himself in last night. This time a ground ball that will get through. Here comes McNeil charging home, and it'll be the first run of the game. Athletics, 1-0.
I think he is now top 3 in on-base percentage in the league. Top 10 in RBI. Here he is extending what was a 6-4 lead with the bases loaded.
Leads the way for the Athletics at third. And here's a ground ball that'll get through. Heim coming home for insurance. Hernandez behind him. Adama. Nick Kurtz with a 2 RBI single. It is 8-4.
8-4. And you know what? Zach Geloff said, I'm not done.
Geloff catches a slider middle. And speaking of beach, it's time for a little backside boogie.
Wait. I love that. Hey, let me ask you a question. How have we not had Dallas on the show?
That's a good question.
How have we not had Dallas? Yes,
right,
absolutely. I feel like Dallas Braden's a guy we should regularly have on the show. I feel like he would fit perfectly with the show. Local kid. He threw a perfect game or a no-hitter. A no-hitter on Mother's Day, I think.
Not only did he throw a no-hitter, he threw a perfect game.
Yeah. That's what, okay. See, well, that's not a good way to get him on the show. Yeah. Say it's no-hitter when it was a perfect game. How about a 5 RBI night for the Big Amish?
And a liner into right, a fair ball. Racing around the bases. McNeil home. Langoliers just feet behind him. Nick Kurtz with a 5 RBI night.
That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Do me a favor, since you're the contact to the contact. Yeah, see if we can get,
Yeah.
I don't know if Dallas is a morning guy or not. I don't know, but I think he'd fit in.
I think he'd fit in quite nicely.
I think he'd fit in quite nicely, Jason Ross. So the A's win big over the Angels. They needed that win. They now maintain their 1-game lead.
Rangers blew out Colorado.
Yep, and then the Mariners, I think, lost. Yeah, the Mariners lost, so hey, why not? Yeah, Chris's Mariners.
Yeah.
He loves Seattle. He loves it.
Gross.
Meanwhile,
Giants
up 3-2.
Yeah, what could go wrong? They've been really good at closing games out this year.
Hey, you know what? And it's the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah.
There's men on first and second, but
that's fine.
But there's 2 outs.
Okay. 1 away. All you need is 1.
All you need is 1, and Ketel Marte at the plate.
Ooh.
But he doesn't do anything ever. Right. Let's listen to the Giants win this game.
Foul.
Too high. By the way, I'm going to rewind this to the back crack because the best part of the call from Krug and Kipe
is the non.
Listen to the play-by-play of this home run.
I didn't hear a lot of it.
Yeah, here. Hits it high, hits it deep. Oh, Sanderson Ford.
Unbelievable.
He's laying out.
And for Ketel Marte, that's his first home run this year, hitting right-handed. not meant to be here tonight. After getting out of jams in the 7th and the 8th, they cannot get out of this one here in the 9th. I don't really have anything else to say, Mike, and I don't think you do either. So I'm going to say this. Final score, D-backs 5, Giants 3.
Kipe's had enough.
And then it's
headset's
off.
Yeah. Toss the headset to the side.
Maybe an expletive. Maybe.
I would say there might have been 1 or 12. Yeah.
That was fair. It was a home run.
It was. It was too high. Yeah. Home run. Giants lose. The Giants are 1 game ahead of the Rockies, though, in last place. They're just 10 back of the Dodgers, who did beat the Padres to retake the lead. And
really, how far are they on the wild card?
And the wild card, Jason.
I feel like they're right.
They're only 9.
Yeah. See,
back of the wild
you're
card.
You're thinking big goals, division. Let's just talk wild card.
Yeah, chip in a chair.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, if we're really looking at it, they're 3 full games ahead of the Angels for last place in all of Major League Baseball.
The Angels are now last.
The Angels are now last. The A's got it. They got to win the next 2, dude. Don't even think about splitting with the Angels. Don't do it. Don't do it, Athletics, who are like right in the middle of best and worst records. But who cares? They're in first place.
Still leading the division.
Still leading the division. Meanwhile, the A's, or the Giants, boy, stinkeroni.
Yeah.
We'll take a break when they come back. Not us. When they come back. We're third person now.
When they do.
The Knicks in a historic comeback, a trade idea floated with the Kings, and St. Joseph's Alameda's very own Jason Kidd is looking for a job. We'll talk more about the Kuiper call later, but whether he said anything or not, we do know this. It is an iconic call. And I just missed, there's a drive. It's deep. It's out of here. Maybe he was saving his time to talk about Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. The Memorial Day sales event. Remember Memorial Day coming up next week. Remember why we have the holiday. And please do, and also enjoy the Monday off, as we will not be here as well. But I'll tell you, there's nothing more Merc than a Jeep. And with your Memorial Day sales event, now is the time to get your hands on the ultimate factory certified off-road machine, the new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. You can save up to $7,500 off of MSRP. These Jeeps are cool. It's the best savings yet, but Hoblet's more than Jeeps. With the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter, you can save big on over 180 vehicles and almost 40 under $20,000, not to mention the award-winning customer service you get at this 5th-generation dealer. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. The unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period. We'll take a break. When we come back, top of the hour, 3 for Madness next.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The NBA playoffs are underway, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. San Antonio is currently trading at 19% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $500 if they take the title. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. And as odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code SHOT to get $10 when you trade $10. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Sacramento Kings return to Golden One Center this July for the 8th annual California Classic, presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings, the 7th pick in the draft, will host the Golden State Warriors, Brooklyn Nets, and the Milwaukee Bucks on July 4th, 5th, and 6th. 3-day general admission passes start at just $50. Come see some NBA rookies, second-year players, and other athletes vying for spots on NBA and G League rosters. Visit kings.com/California Classic for more information and to buy your tickets today.
It's the Memorial Day Sell-a-thon at Folsom Lake Ford with employee pricing. Plus, get 2.9% financing. Plus, $1,000 trade assistance on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford today. FolsomLakeFord.com. On approval of credit, see dealer for details.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Hey, coming up this hour, we'll give away tickets to go see the A's versus Chris' Seattle Mariners next Wednesday. Thanks to the A's for that. And a lot more for you in the meantime. 3 for Madness, question 1.
The Knicks had a historic comeback last night and took a 1-0 series lead. How did it happen?
How did it happen? Well, there's a lot of things that went into this. Give full credit to the Knicks. Full credit to Jalen Brunson. But once the Knicks started to go on this 22-1 run, 44 to whatever run they ended up with, it's the isolation of James Harden on defense. I don't know that you'll ever see. Like if I've been creating a court case, for example, forever on why I wouldn't give a second-round pick for James Harden other than just to flip him if I could to some other dumb GM, this would be Exhibit A. Not only did Harden once again have more turnovers than field goals, not only was he 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, that's just offensively. The Knicks attacked him, and it was the same play. I think at one point 4 or 5 straight plays coming down the stretch of the fourth quarter where Harden was either on Brunson or once the Cavs tried to fix that, they just simply set a high screen to isolate Harden and Brunson, and then it was just simply go to work. And I think 4 out of those 5 times Brunson cooked Harden. And I want to say the one other time is when they finally said, oh, okay, Harden's going to need help at one point. And as soon as they would send the help for Harden to double Brunson would just simply move the ball. They'd find the open shooter, and they made the shots, to be honest. Mike Brown, and what I think, I don't know that I like the fact that he said this publicly, to be honest.
I know what you're gonna say.
There's a lot of game left, and I know Mike is very accessible, very friendly. It's not like the Cavs aren't smart enough to know this, but this isn't helpful other than for media guys like us to play it. Here's Mike Brown talking about their strategy when it comes to James Harden.
Yeah, it's sometimes you got to do what the game dictates, and they were trying to do the same thing with Jalen, and so we said, okay, we feel like we can play that game. We try not to play that game much, but we feel like we have a guy that we can play that game with, and Jalen. And so, just like we have to try to figure out different ways to guard Harden and Mitchell, they got to figure out different ways to guard Jalen. But there is no secret we were attacking hard.
Okay, so he says at the end there, it's no secret we were attacking James Harden. He goes into a little more detail here, and this is the part that I had a problem with.
If it does or not, but you hope telling your guys that it gives you a little bit of a psychological advantage. I'm a bled out of secret. When I was with Golden State, we played Houston in the playoffs. We counted James Harden's dribbles, and we told our guys, hey, he's dribbling close to 1,000 times. He's not doing that anymore because they got Donovan Mitchell. But at the time, we were like, he's dribbling almost 1,000 times a game, and our high guys, KD at like 300 or right below 300. Keep picking them up full court. Keep making them dribble, because at the end of the series, at the end of games, it's going to wear them down.
It was almost like he was telling us a secret now from 6 years, 7 years ago, whatever it was.
Right. Maybe just keep that to yourself. Well, I get it, though. James Harden now is the most playoff games shooting under 35% since 1955. It's a team sport. You got to argue that James Harden helped get him there. I kind of think, again, I didn't understand the Garland trade when it happened. I still don't understand the Garland trade. It is a team sport. The Cavs lost as a team, but James was by far the biggest culprit to me.
This will happen during the regular season a lot, let's say more, and it's a lot of times with the Kings. That's who I'm worried about and following. And so if there's a deficit they're facing or a lead they're facing, oftentimes, Dave, when a game, much like last night, is in the realm of that, where it was 22, I'll go, Kings need about 4 points. And they win this game.
Yeah.
Or the team they're playing that's up, they score 4 to 6 more, it's over. I had the same exact thought last night. I'm like, it already felt like it was over, but I'm like, the Cavs just need about 5 points. And I think they scored 4 from that point on, or 3. Whatever. It was something ridiculous. And to go to overtime. And then once they got to overtime, they were defeated. They were defeated, and then the Knicks just absolutely blew them open.
Blitzed them.
But, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what they did. They went after Harden. I think the numbers by the end of the game, I think it's still bad, but I think it was 7 of 11 on primary attacks. But
yes.
I felt like at the end, though, it was near perfect. So maybe there were some misses early on, and to me it was more just missed shots if Brunson missed. It wasn't like Harden did something to do it. But, it's all sorts of things. Obviously, the Cavs not being able to recognize that or stop it, not scoring or playing not to lose, whatever it was. And then the other thing the Knicks weren't doing all game long that they finally started to do, and they get a few breaks. That has to happen. Like the Shamet bounce-in 3 was massive. But he hit a couple. I think he was 3 for 3. They weren't hitting threes at all. They started to hit threes. Brunson was cooking. It just was – it was the slow bleed. And then to cut it so fast, and with 4 minutes to go, you're like, oh, no, they can now win this game. Mm-hmm. Then they believed, and I don't know. It's a long series, hopefully, for the Cavs' sake. But if not, what a missed opportunity. I don't know how they recover.
I don't
at
either.
this moment. Now, maybe they do, and they win
maybe
game
they
2.
do.
It's like, no big deal.
Sure.
But that's a crushing loss for them.
Here's Kenny Atkinson on regrets.
If my only regret, this can happen when you get a little fatigued. I think it just stopped moving. We were pinging the ball all over the place. Great ball movement, and then it just got a little stagnant. And I told the guys, I said, we played great basketball for the majority of the game. Just the ball ball stuck at the end there a little bit. Got to keep trusting the pass. But I'd also say we got a ton of great looks that didn't go in. So we'll look at it. I think decisions got to be better, especially when we get fatigued. Sometimes we tend to want to, put our heads down too much. Just got to find the open guy.
Yeah, and then, all the mess, all of it, that Merrill shot felt like it was going down. Oof. That goes in. It's,
we're not having this combo.
1-0 Cavs. You're like, man, they melted down, but they won, and instead they melted down and they lost.
I like Kenny Atkinson, which is why I'm so surprised. He called one timeout during that
and
run.
he had two more.
He just said, I like to save my timeouts. Yeah. We're going to get into this more at 7:28, so I don't want to use up all our numbers, although we will repeat some of these. Just to kind of give you an idea of how unplayable Harden was down that stretch. They set screens to isolate him 21 times in the fourth quarter and overtime alone. The Knicks got 1.6 points per on direct. That basically means you're scoring almost every single time. You're screened 21 times to switch. My God, at some point, and again, as much as I want to go in on Harden here, and I will, a bird is a bird, a snake is a snake, a dog is a dog. They are who they are. Yeah. You know what James Harden is, and you know more importantly what he is not. And in a sense, it's almost like, dude, Kenny, are you mad at James? If this was a Disney movie, right? James Harden was strutting around the locker room at halftime saying, this is my team, and I don't need anybody else, and then the coach decides to teach him a lesson in the fourth quarter and show that without the help of your teammates, you can win games, but you can lose games for us too. Like in a Disney movie, that's the coach setting an example and teaching a lesson to the young player. Obviously, that's not what happened. So as much as it's fun to go in on James Harden, I blame Kenny Atkinson more. Bro, you have the timeouts and have the balls to bail your guy out, man. Have the balls to bail your guy out.
And we know if this was the same team that was constructed that's in Cleveland and it was here, why didn't they play Keon?
Yeah, yes.
You have a very good guard on the,
And by the way, James, to your point, putting Keon Ellis in for James Harden, what does that do? First off, you now have Keon Ellis guarding Jalen Brunson, which, look, Jalen's going to get his, but he ain't getting all of that. Keon Ellis is 30,000 times the defender James Harden is. But what about the offense? We just talked about the fact the guy turned the ball over more than he made shots, number one. Number two, you've got Donovan Mitchell right there. Donovan Mitchell, who I will take his offense over James's any day of the week, especially in the playoffs. Yep. Take Harden out, put Keon in. You know what? I would bet, not my life, because I don't throw that around. I would bet my house. I literally, Jason, would bet my house that if Keon Ellis had played the entire fourth quarter in place of James Harden last night, the Cavs win the game. I honestly think that's the case.
And you could have picked an in-between, Schroeder.
Absolutely.
Better at offense, I think, consistently than Keon. Maybe not as good defense, but not James Harden.
You had two clear choices there, and you took neither of them. You pocketed your timeouts. And you lost the game. And you know why? And what's really sad about this, Jason, the worst part about it, that Kenny Atkinson, probably his worst, most egregious thing here, I think he knew that. And I think he didn't want to show up one of his stars because he knew he'd go into the tank on national TV. He didn't want it. If he felt like if you do this to James in front of everybody, you're admitting to the whole world that James Harden is such a cone on defense that he's unplayable, and you're now putting it, you're up 22, you don't want to deal with the media and all the narratives if you win, and now James is gone for the rest of the series and pissed off, as he's done in other markets. I would just bet that part of the decision-making for Kenny Atkinson in that situation is he didn't want to show up James Harden. So, in effect, he left him out there and showed up James Harden. Yeah. It just was bad all around. And if we're on radio right now in Cleveland, well, you know what? If we're on radio in Cleveland right now, I don't know, it probably sounds something like this. It probably sounds something just like this.
This is a great basketball team. What happened tonight is not indicative of who we are. I messed this thing up. I will go back and fix this. He's
talking about what he wishes Kenny Atkinson had said.
Guys have played a lot of basketball. We'll crunch the tape.
Yes.
We will come out better on Thursday.
Right.
I can promise you that. And people could kind of,
Come on, get fired up.
hey, how we doing, everybody? Oh,
Here we
hey,
go.
oh, hey, oh, hi. Like, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. It's a one-team town. And there is a segment of every single fan base, especially with the Cavs and Guardians, where they are as hardcore as ever, and they know that these opportunities do not come around a lot, and you have to be cognizant of that. And it's like, buddy, I could say read the room, but you got to give the fans.
It's a one-team town. I mean, I'm getting it out of context, but what could he possibly be referring to there? It's Cleveland.
Browns?
The Browns, the Guardians, the Cavs. It's a lot of teams.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get the context. Shout out to Ken Carmen and Anthony Lima on 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland. I was watching some clips from them, and that guy sounds like how I'd sound. Maybe a little calmer,
Yeah.
but it's exactly how I would sound. Like, what are you freaking doing? And that is, they're also on 6 to 10 a.m. So don't go tune in there.
No.
Their competition, Greater Sacramento area. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
OKC has the 12th, 17th, and 37th picks in the draft. Would you trade number 7 for them?
I think you look at it, but here's what here's how you determine that. First off, I think OKC would do that. I actually do, and Scott Perry and Sam Presti have worked together before. They made a swap last year. They've worked on the same side together before. They have a good relationship. So I do think this is something to keep an eye on because there are rumblings that OKC wants to move into the top 10. But I think what it comes down to is very simple. Who's on your draft board? Where do they rank? And what is going to be available at 12? Now, if there's not a big difference, for example, that's something I might have locked and loaded for draft day. Let's just go with the prevailing thought that they want a cuff. Well, let's say a cuff gets picked 5th or 6th or 4th or whatever. Okay. So now of what's remaining now, so you have 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 5 picks there to get to 12. So if you're like, okay, well, we'd take Mikael Brown Jr., we'd take Mara. We're comfortable with Flemings. Maybe Lendeborg, Burries, Cam Carr. Okay, so that's 5 or 6 right there. And you got to trust your GM and your scouts here. If they're saying again, hypothetical, with a cuff gone, we'd be fine with any of these 5 players, and you can get one of them. And also, by the way, I'd make Sam tell me who the hell you're going to pick. Like, we won't say anything, gentleman's agreement, but that's going to factor into whether or not I do the deal. Who are you looking to pick at 7 if they're available? Because you have to work that into your mathematics. And the idea is they take Mara as a Hartenstein replacement down the road. If that's the case, and you look at it and you go, okay, there's really not a ton of a difference with Acuff off the board between 7 and 12. We also pick up the 17, and we pick up the second-round pick in the position the Sacramento Kings are in. Historically, we know this. That doesn't always work. It seems great, but it's like trading the number 10, which ended up being Donovan Mitchell, for effectively, Harry Giles and Justin Jackson. You look at the year they had 4 with Simmons, Bonner, Mays, and Coswell. And then there was the year, they had 3, or was it 4? Was that the Malachi Richardson, Scal,
Bogey or something?
Yeah, it was something like that. It doesn't always work. But, again, if you have established that there's not much between 7 and 12, depending on who's off the board, I might tell Sam Presti, look, here's the deal. We've got the framework. If X player, and let's assume it's Acuff, if he's on the board at 7, we're going to take him. But if he's not on the board, we've got yourselves a deal. And as soon as Acuff gets taken, we'll call it in. Okay, maybe you look at that if there's not a delta between 7 and 12.
Yeah, I think that's where the research on the players is very, very critical. In the just general thought, I don't know that I love it, but I think you could rationalize why it would work.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest reason to do it, to me, would be the 2 first-round picks and another second-round pick. So let's just say they do it.
Yeah.
12, 17. 3 second-round picks. I'm going to just say one makes the team. That
Yeah.
would be tough. So if you have 1 second-rounder and the 2 first-rounders, that's 3. You are getting one huge check mark of what you need is younger.
Yes.
3 players naturally, contract-wise, age-wise, you're going to get younger. This team desperately needs to do that, and that's the thing Scott Perry wanted to do. So that would help in that. I think I would be afraid of what OKC might do, but you can't worry about them as much as worry about yourself. But, the amount of losing they did last year to end up with a 12th and 17th, it just doesn't feel like it's as much of a net win of the year you went through.
Sure.
But all the stuff we said about, hey, if they picked 1, they pick 5, pick 10th, pick 16th, you got to draft right. Maybe you get the best player later. It doesn't feel like it, but there's so many good players at the top of the draft, it appears to be, that it feels like you're, I don't know, maybe missing your chance, Dave, on like one of those generational players.
Sure.
But maybe that's not there anyway at 7.
Well, and like we talked about before, and you don't want to base your math on this, but when you look at whether it's the Sheas or the Jokic's, the Giannis's and all that, they all came after that. Also, in this particular mock draft from CBS, I'm looking at Acuff goes 6 to the Nets. So this would match our situation.
Yeah.
Now you're choosing from Mikael Brown Jr., Ademara, Kingston Flemings, Nate Ahmed, Yaxel Lendenberg. Now you're at pick 12. So you just gotta by the way, you got Brendan Burries, Morez Johnson, Cam Carr, LeBaron Phelan, Anna Steinbach, Kareem Lopez, all of which seem like they're very interesting names. I guess you just have to – they do need a big swing of the bat. They do need their big bang moment superstar type of dude. Like I said, but for all we know, Cam Carr's that guy even more than an Acuff. We just don't know.
Yeah, we have another mock draft, I think, at 9 today. And that one, I think, if I remember right, has Kingston Flemings at 13. So he would be there.
So if you're
that person,
assuming Acuff's gone, and you're saying, well, we take Flemings. Now, of course, that doesn't mean the other teams aren't going to screw you on that. But you would have to be comfortable. You would have to have 5 guys that are all basically interchangeable for you. Like we'd be happy with any of these 5 at 7. Any of these 5 at 7. Well, then, yeah, absolutely. You're picking up a 17 in effect for free, and then let's see what the other second rounder does. They had great success with the second round last year with Maxime Reynaud. All right, number 3.
Question 3.
Dallas fired Jason Kidd yesterday. What do you think they're doing?
I think what they're doing is they hired a GM that has. Dallas has been strange, and we've chronicled this for a while, ever since the whole Cuban, Mark Cuban selling but sticking around and then being frozen out, and then their trade with for Luka or to get rid of Luka, and then Nico Harrison gone, and I think from an ownership perspective, the reason why Masai Ujiri is there, and there's several reasons, but I think the biggest one is you've got ownership that's still new that are getting absolutely killed, rightfully so, by the fan base, despite having a generational piece of luck fall in their lap. I still sometimes imagine what would the Mavericks world be like had they just picked where the Kings picked this year? What if they'd have gotten the 7 last year, not Cooper Flagg? Like, whatever Dallas is dealing with right now is, if it wasn't for Victor Wembanyama, we'd be looking at Dallas and being like, here they come. Because I did say yesterday that I think the Thunder and the Spurs have it on lock, the Jazz as well. I want to be really careful in all this hype and understandable hype for Victor Wembanyama. I feel like getting lost in the whole equation. Hell, even the hype for Con Knippel, and it's deserved. I just want to remind everyone that Cooper Flagg averaged 21.7 boards and 4.5 assists last year. He did that while playing point guard effectively for the first time in his life, and he only had 1 block a game, and that's going to get better. Cooper Flagg can play defense.
Yeah.
He just turned 19 in December. Like, we're talking about all the future in general. I believe Cooper Flagg is a generational player. Not Wemby, But I could see Flagg and Wemby going at it for a long, long time in the West. That being said, Masai Ujiri, I'm sure, recognizes that. I've got myself a piece, number one. Number two, I have ownership that is desperate for stability and desperate for somebody to run the ship. Why am I saying all this? Because Ujiri's doing exactly what every GM would want to do in their situation when they come in. Okay, that's not my coach. You're gone, and now I'm going to gut the roster. But most don't have the freedom to do that. I think Masai Ujiri has carte blanche. I think this is the first of a lot of moves he's going to make with Dallas.
I think it shows, right? He had, what, did the kid have 4 years left?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
So, it's new leadership, and he's changing things. And his track record would suggest that he should be allowed to do that.
Yes.
Sure, he's been considered one of the better front office guys in the league. So, let him make his choice. Let him feel like this is the coach I want here to go with what we have and what we're building. So it was surprising because it felt like it came out of nowhere, but then when you really think about it, it kind of makes sense just because of the change at the top.
I was trying to look and see too, Jason, if they have a history anywhere together, because the simplest answer would be they just don't like each other, and maybe they don't. I don't know, but no, they never worked together before.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We'll take a break when we come back. All right. Next segment, James Harden, playoff killer. We've got the numbers to back it up from last night. We'll get to that right after this.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's Renter's Insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Need your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kool-Aid Man?
Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, does lottery luck matter? Well, first round history for the Spurs since 2021 when they don't have a fourth overall pick or higher. 2021, Josh Primo. 2022, Blake Wesley. 2022, Malachi Branham. Also 2022, Jeremy Sohan. 2024, Rob Dillingham. 2025, Carter Bryant. You know, it's not so easy when you're outside the top four.
Yeah.
Right? Let's do a quick check, by the way, over on another station in Cleveland. See what they're saying. I feel like everything's nice and calm in Cleveland right now. Very, very calm.
What was Kenny Atkinson doing last night? What is that? I don't know if I'd let him coach tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's
what was that?
Huh? Yeah.
Stop him coaching.
Yeah. No coach. Kenny, you're suspended one game.
Then, dude, Kenny, I'm going to say this, and you messed up. You messed up. You got to own it. You got to own it. You can't come out and tell me that you didn't adjust right. The guy.
It's Tony Rizzo, Cleveland radio. So shout out to.
He didn't say he didn't adjust right.
He did not say that. Let's go back and check on Carmen and Lima.
All time out, Anthony. Any person who's ever seen a basketball,
I'm not laughing at them. We do this. I'd be doing the same thing. I actually feel that so much, dude. I feel that so much.
Yeah, the Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley after the game on Inside the NBA, if you listen to the warm-up show, they said they were begging the big screen, call a timeout. And he says he likes to save them for what?
I love that guy. That's me. That's pain, baby. Teams were up 20 or more. Teams that were up 20 or more with 7 minutes to go, we said this earlier, were 643-0 until tonight in the playoffs. By the way, how bad was James Harden last night defensively?
How bad was he?
So bad that he, pretty much tied a record. Guarding 8 isolations in a single quarter is bananas. It has happened only 30 times in the regular season or playoffs. And in this case, James Harden was isolated 8 times in the fourth quarter alone. And of the other people on this list, by the way, including Jabari Parker in 2020 for our very own Sacramento Kings. Yeah, I know, that's kind of random. On this list, points per 1.88, the most ever given up per thingy-dingy, whatever you want to call it. They got Harden to switch it, turns out, into 9 isolations overall in the fourth and OT, getting 1.9 points out. The Knicks were 0-277 since at least 96-97 when trailing by 22 or more in a fourth quarter. The fourth quarter of a regular season or playoffs before rallying to win Game 1 last night. And James, as we said earlier, now has the most playoff games shooting under 35% since 1955. 6 turnovers, 5 baskets. His 6th game with more turnovers than baskets this playoffs.
So can we just forget that?
Forget that. Oh, for later? Please. Well, then I'll give you another one. James Harden has played 188 playoff games in his career. He has as many or more turnovers than made field goals in over 25. In over a quarter of the games he has played lifetime in the playoffs. He has as many or more turnovers than made baskets. You're talking about a guy that has averaged 30 points. You're talking about a guy that has averaged triple doubles. But suddenly in the playoffs, he really is one of the more if not the most confusing and frustrating player in NBA history. There's no doubt James Harden is very gifted at basketball. Very gifted at basketball. There's no doubt James Harden is a first ballot, no doubt, Hall of Fame player, and I imagine would get into the top 50 now. I don't know, but I'm thinking he would. I just don't know what the comp is. What is the comp? And somebody said earlier on the text line, I saw it, said, well, what defensive guys is he surrounded by? What if you switch out James Harden and Steph Curry on the Warriors? Are they still winning the championships? The difference is that what Steph makes up for in his lack of defense, and he has Clay and Dre and those other guys behind him he makes up for, he is every bit as clutch as James isn't in the playoffs, so you can't fall back on that. I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, he used to be. Remember, there was a time where he was that good offensively.
Mm-hmm.
I think his offensive game has dropped.
Yeah,
that's part of the problem too. Where, there was a time where I remember years ago they would take out Michael Malone would take out Jokic at the end of games because of his defense.
Yeah.
Now he's become too good offensively, too unique.
Can't do it,
and he's improved his defense.
That's
right. So, maybe Harden's better choice would be to get better offensively. So it's like, at least there's a net win somewhere, because all along they could have hunted all these isolations down, which they should have.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, if the Cavs score a few more points, if Harden's involved in an offensive pick and roll on his end and he makes some baskets, all right, the Knicks, the Cavs win that game. But he wasn't giving them anything either end of the floor in the fourth quarter.
No, he was not. No, he was not. And if you're Kenny Atkinson, I don't know what you do here.
I mean, at this point, I think you go, look, we did build a 22-point lead on the road against a team that's favored to beat us.
Yeah.
That's the positive way. You've got to look at it. Now, they obviously blew the lead. But they showed the ability to do some things right there, because at one point it felt like it was just Brunson and no one else.
Yes.
Cat was quiet. Like, they had a lot of guys down below their numbers, and they were moving the ball, sharing the ball. Mitchell was cooking them. And they were looking like the much better team, and then it just completely flipped on them.
They're going to have to figure out a way to protect James Harden on defense, because here's what's not going to happen. He's not going to bench Harden. He's not going to start bringing him off the bench. Although, again, I would really love to see them insert either Schroeder or Ellis in that. I honestly, I think it'd be, as you brought up, it would be a hell of a thought exercise to see what they could do with Schroeder and Ellis in that game, and they're getting 35 minutes, and you bring James Harden in as a super sub. I think that's probably the best coaching move he could make, but he ain't doing it, and that's because of politics.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's still going to be in the league forever. I think you can still start him, still try to get all the good stuff out, but at the end, you really have to evaluate that. Change up your defense, plays, I don't know, find some other way, double the ball, make sure you can get him out of that isolation and that switch, but that's what the Knicks capitalized on.
Or do you just go, do you go to James? Do they have a conversation at shoot around today and say, look, I don't want to put you in that position again. They're attacking you.
Yeah.
And you played 42 minutes last night. And you try to couch it with his ego.
Right.
And all players have egos. That's not a hard thing. And say, look, I just want to protect you. So if that starts to happen next game, if I pull you, and I'll try to do as many defense-offense subs as I can. Don't get comfortable on the bench, but if I pull you and I throw Ellis or Schroeder in there, or I switch Wade over and bring somebody else. Dean Wade was matched up against Brunson and having success against him for a while. See if Harden's amenable to that.
Yeah, and I think you could even try to mask it a little bit where it doesn't look like you're doing that to him, where maybe he plays the start of the second half all the way into like the 8-minute marks. It's like, well, you haven't rested, and then. Think about if they started that yesterday and he was sitting for about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe that early push of the run doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But he was out there. They capitalized, and boom.
The Cleveland Cavaliers lead the NBA in salary this year. James Harden has a $42.3 million player option next year. I think it seems obvious on the surface that he would pick it up. But if I'm James Harden's agent, this is a little different than Levine, because Harden's older. And I'm saying you can take the 42 right now, but you're declining. You're obviously declining.
He just worked his way to Cleveland, just did this.
Yeah.
Why would he decline to go where?
Well, that becomes the question then. He's got $42 million on the table. You don't think there's a team out there that signs him for $390?
No.
I would think you're right. But how many teams have done this with Harden? It seems like there are these teams and GMs that are perpetually enamored by him.
I guess, but we're getting later and later, and this is getting more and more public about the defensive problems. And then he just kind of worked his way out of L.A. to get to Cleveland. He did that in Houston. He did that in Brooklyn. It seemed like he did that in Philly.
You got to think there's a team out there, though, that, I don't know. Again, I'm not saying he'd leave, but you got to think there's a team out there that a younger team needs a point guard. Maybe they have an expiring or something.
Does he turn into Russ? Where it only took one, it was the Kings, but now you're looking at, that's $3 million. That's, isn't that what Russ made?
Yeah.
That's a significant difference.
Sure.
He's on a good team. Denver seemed to like him. He's on that playoff team, and then, no, we're not bringing him back. Legendary careers.
I swear to God, if the Sacramento Kings trade for James Harden, I'm quitting the team. I'm quitting this team.
I think you're safe.
I hope I am. I'm saying it for the record right now.
Okay.
If they get silly and go, well, Levine, we bring in Harden, give him a 1 year, prove it. Hey, what would happen if they traded? Oh, well, hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Wait, is there a scenario that might work, or am I being dumb? And I'm probably being dumb. Could they conceivably trade Levine for James Harden and then James Harden opts out? I'm saying, is that legal? They trade for James Harden, and then, let's say they trade for James Harden the day after the season ends. And then James Harden says, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to go somewhere else. And he opts out, and then you just got rid of the Levine contract?
I think, I don't know.
Yeah,
Aren't there timelines, like when you have to agree to do certain things?
Yeah, I guess it just comes down to, does he have to agree to opt in, or what is the deadline to opt in or out?
Yeah, and when trades are available.
Couldn't they conceivably trade for him, I think, the day after the season? Trades are open. We're in a full transfer window. Okay, that's the one scenario I'd be okay with it. If they basically traded Levine for Harden, and Harden immediately, as part of the deal, Harden agreed to opt out of his deal.
Now he doesn't. He's done with the playoffs, and Levine comes.
No.
in.
I probably Cavs would do that. You better not. Well, it's interesting. I am really interested to see what the market would be. But also, if let's say Cleveland does get bounced by the Knicks, and I don't think it would be as bad as yesterday. I don't think they would let Harden look that terrible for 4 games, for 4 losses. But let's say it's bad, and once again, it's the ballad of James in the playoffs. Do the Cavs even want him back?
Right. Well, that's a big question too.
Do they want him to opt out? They may not tell him that, but yeah. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we got some more stuff from last night. Also, hey, the playoffs continue, Jason Ross.
Yeah, they do.
As we've got
a good one tonight.
Abso-freaking-lutely. We got the Spurs and the Thunder tonight, and also in the next segment, we will give away A's and Mariners tickets. All coming up right after this.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s kind of like him. Hey, did I hear there's a pill version of Ozempic? Yep, you sure did. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets 9 milligrams and Ozempic semaglutide injection 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids. Rolaids' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Joan, a method actor and scratchers enthusiast. So, Joan, what do you like about playing scratchers?
Well, as a method actor, it's about becoming the ticket. Scratching up, down, stage left, stage right.
So what's your motivation? Because your performance feels so real.
Oh, I was just tapping into my inner scratchers.
Incredible.
Yes. Bravo me.
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player claim.
It's the Memorial Day Sell-a-thon at Folsom Lake Ford with employee pricing. Plus, get 2.9% financing. Plus, $1,000 trade assistance on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford today. FolsomLakeFord.com. On approval of credit, see dealer for details.
The NBA playoffs are underway, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. San Antonio is currently trading at 19% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $500 if they take the title. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. And as odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code SHOT to get $10 when you trade $10. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
What? Can't hear him. What's that?
He's good at what he does.
What is he even good at? What are you good at? I couldn't hear.
Does.
I forgot to say in the open, Jason, we had breaking news this morning.
We did?
This could be bad. It was bad 8 years ago. It was something that filled me with terror for weeks and weeks and weeks, culminating with a live stream to wrap the whole thing up. Some of you will remember. And this morning, I'm outside, prepping the show in my same spot I do, my little gazebo out back. And all of a sudden I hear a little bit of in the leaves that were still there from the wind. And I look over. Something's peeking at me. So I get my camera out, just training it. And dude was trying to get up his courage. And I caught him on camera. The return of Squeakles. The Squeakquel.
Return of the rat.
Dude, he's big. And he was jamming right at me.
And took a hard left.
Took a hard left towards the sliding glass door.
Where are the dogs?
They were piled on my wife, or they normally are at that time of day. It's dog pile in the house. They're sleeping with Melissa. Hello.
They don't wake up when you get up?
They look up and yawn and then go back. Nah, man, they're all snuggled up to mommy who's radiating heat. They ain't going nowhere that early. Like, see you later, dude. They follow her around the house like things that follow things in history. So, So now I have to put out a family bulletin. Please be careful when you open the sliding glass door. Do not leave the door open under any circumstances. Avery. Close it behind you. Make sure there aren't spaces for anything to sneak in.
Oh, man, you went 3-syllable Avery.
I did.
Daddy, I want fresh air.
Sweetheart, you're going to get thrown in the pool if you let that rat in. That was a whole thing. If you don't remember, man, that rat lived. It found a space between the stove and the counter. Was crawling up. Every morning I'd wake up, come downstairs, make lots of noise to let it know I was coming, to hopefully scare it away. I turn on the light and just wait to see what I was seeing. You'll remember there were two, and my wife set out mouse traps. And the first one, I turn on the light, and it's like The Shining, Kubrick movie. There's one of the rats on the caught the mouse trap on the fridge, fell off, blood all over the kitchen.
Everywhere.
It was a murder scene.
We have a
murder scene. And I had to clean the whole thing up. Nope. I immediately left for work and texted Melissa. Yeah. And I told her.
Beat to kill you.
And then we finally got it. With cardboard boxes that we created a path. Me? Yeah, myself.
You were there.
Oh, no, I live streamed it. We were doing the whole thing.
You don't remember that?
Huh? You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Me, Mel. It was a family effort. Avery, Mason. I mean, looking back on it, honestly, it was actually a family moment we'll probably talk about forever. But yeah, we took moving boxes and we created a path from where the rat was underneath the stove, and the path led out, and it tried to jump out. And then finally, we got it with a broom. We got it to go outside. So we actually were able to save the mouse, rat. But now the offspring, not the band.
Yeah. Back and better than ever.
Do you know, were you watching? Did you know that live stream when we got the mouse out at one point had 81,000 active viewers on it? Like, what in the hell is that? I've never come close to that before. So, I mean, I obviously do it on the Sactown Sports and put that out there.
Get the clicks. All the places you will go.
All the places you will go. Spurs and Thunder, game 2 tonight. Jason, I hate to say, I know we said, well, Cavs and Knicks, good luck. And was it as good a game as the Spurs Thunder? No, but it was an incredibly entertaining ending of the game.
Sure.
What the hell do the Spurs and Thunder now do? They threw down the gauntlet, and then the Cavs hit it, and Knicks hit it back to them. What the hell do they do now?
Just give us more. And I hope the Spurs are not content, because it's going to be a desperate Thunder team.
Yes.
But if the Spurs are really up for the fight tonight, then we've got ourselves an awesome series. Because if they make them work to try to even it, or better yet, for the Spurs go up 2-0. Woo!
Is the series over if they go up 2-0?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you if they go up 2-0, would you pick them to win?
Spurs?
Would you now say
Probably.
I would bet that they're going to win?
There, and they have more home games, but depends on how tonight goes.
Sure.
I don't look at it and go, like, even after the other night, like, do you feel the Spurs are better? I mean, I don't even know if I can make that claim.
I don't know, because it sounds like De'Aaron Fox will play tonight. And I do believe that will help them.
Fragile ego.
I'll be crazy.
Fragile body. Weak mind. Weak spirit.
So on one hand, the Spurs can say, dude, we had look, as great as Stephon Castle is, he was, 3 of 15 with 11 turnovers. We're going to get help with Fox. And by the way, the other thing Fox does, too, is he's going to take some pressure off of Harper and Castle minutes-wise as well. And I think with Wemby off the floor, that's the floor general. That's the leader anyways. It's going to help them in those ways. So that would be the Spurs argument, like, hey, we weren't our best in game 1. On the other hand, the Thunder can say, dude, come on. Our MVP scored, 21, 24 points, whatever it was. He had an off night. We all had, and it still went to double overtime.
Yeah.
Who do you think is favored by how much?
OKC by 5.5.
Chris, who is favored by how much?
OKC.
Which way is he gonna go?
4.5.
You said 5.5. You said 4.5. Once again, he went the wrong way. Chris went the wrong way. OKC 6.5. 6.5. Jason gets the square. I think they cover.
Yeah,
I think they cover tonight.
All right, so that's 1-1.
I do.
Got ourselves a nice series going there.
Well, it's and it is a series.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks and Cavs is not a series
Hasn't
yet.
started yet.
Road team did win in this. By the way, I think it is one thing I was reading the other day. It is important to note. I want to say it's at least 2. I want to say 3 times last year in the playoffs. The Thunder lost game 1.
Yeah.
3 times, I believe it was in the playoffs. At least 2. They lost game 1. So it's
like when Drago allowed them to keep hitting him, and then his manager would say, "No," and then just attack him.
Did you know Rocky IV reference?
Mm-hmm.
What would the manager say?
No.
I think he said Niet, dude, but okay.
No.
No, yeah. Niet, exactly. I don't remember that scene. Is that where he was taking steroids? Also, did they not test for roids in Rocky IV?
No. It's the all-drug Olympics.
Are you talking about steroids making the movie or?
Well, no, they literally
storyline?
They showed Drago getting the needle at one point in the montage.
Yeah, but
he was doing the
in real life, Stallone.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, dude.
It was a vaccine.
Yeah. It was, yes, it was. The one that I always remember in that montage, man, was when they had Drago on the running full speed on the incline treadmill. Meanwhile, Rocky's out there just ditching Secret Service or KGBs.
Everyone knows that's how you get ripped more in your entire life at the age of 40.
Is by lifting logs and stuff and chainsawing and running up mountains.
Getting chased by old Soviet cars.
Playing with robots.
Happy birthday, Polly. Craig in Wisconsin says, been a week since I...
Why'd you make it talk like that?
Since I've gotten a response from you fellas, I guess I'm blocked. No! Sorry, Craig. We're here. We just, honestly, people get... I love Craig, by the way, but when people get upset, we're not... It's not personal. It's just we're multi... I would say this. I gotta be honest. It's kind of my fault. Because maybe I'm wrong. I'm not behind the glass for it. I would think I am the most actively responsive host on the station when it comes to the text line and the YouTube chat, I think. Is somebody else more?
Alan's probably up
Is
there.
Alan pretty good?
I
Okay.
think you probably beat Alan.
Yeah, I mean, we try our best. Jason refuses to bring in a laptop. Jason does everything off his phone, which I love. I've always wondered, if I were you,
we weren't allowed. Well, I know other people did.
I'm not allowed.
We weren't allowed.
I'm not allowed. But
it's different if I'm over there.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I think we can all get a station laptop too if we wanted. Mm-hmm. We'll take a break, but before we do, win a pair of tickets right now. Seattle Sutter Health Park a week from today, Wednesday, May 27th. Day game. First pitch at 12:05. Divisional play heats up as the Mariners sail into Sactown for a holiday series starting Memorial Day, Monday, May 25th at 1:05. Kick off the week with a Memorial Day military giveaway, followed by a special swim night featuring exclusive A swim caps.
And one hell of a model.
One hell of a model American. Get your tickets at athletics.com/tickets. 1-800-920-1140. Caller number
5.
Oh, for De'Aaron Fox. I got you. Sure. Attaboy. All right, we'll take a break. When we return, let's revisit Knicks, Cavs. This time it's for real, and Jason Kidd gone as we go around the NBA. We'll do that next.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but Northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi.
This Memorial Day, start zooming past the pump in one of Toyota's 21 industry-leading hybrid and electrified models. Toyota's Summer Starts Here sales event is on, so get in and get saving. Score Memorial Day deals on a 50 mpg Corolla Hybrid and the 51 mpg Hybrid Camry, or get 0% APR on Toyota's newest EVs, the 2026 CHR and BZ. Don't miss out on Memorial Day savings at Toyota's Summer Starts Here sales event. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit and cannot be combined with other offers. N6126.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week! So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers. Make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Verlaag.
Well, thank you, Scott Fresh.
What up, Fresh?
What up, Fresh? Hey, still a couple people on the line. We already gave away the tickets, but remember yesterday when the U.S. government called?
Yeah.
You know who was on line 5 just now?
The U.S. government?
Carpet cleaning.
Oh.
Yeah.
You never know who's listening.
I should have picked up. We could have traded stories. Kind of a colleague. Used to clean carpets.
You did?
Cleaned carpets for 1.5 years in St. Paul, Minnesota. Yeah. Got my little white Geo Metro bubble. Loaded my carpet cleaning gear. Got the Hudson map that we took out and went to the payphone like Superman. Got my assignment. Drove there. Rain, sleet, snow, around the 10,000 lakes.
Carpet Michael Dave.
Went in there. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Usually a ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I'm here from Daniel's Carpet Cleaning. Here to clean your carpets, maybe your couch.
Are you Daniel?
No, Daniel was a real guy. Wore a bunch of gold chains, too. Like he was like some New York Italian guy that came out to Minnesota and started a carpet cleaning thing. So we'd all meet, have some coffee in the morning down at the main center in Minneapolis, and we'd take our equipment, load up, go to our first assignment, and then throughout the day, you work all day. And when you're done, you check in from the payphone because they give you a handful of quarters. God, this is an old man story. A handful of quarters. And then you go in there, you You call up and get your next assignment. You know, if you want to go eat lunch or something, great. But the thing is you got 25% of anything extra. You got an hourly wage. And then you got 25% of everything extra you sold. So if you said, for example, like, oh, while I'm here, I could clean your couch and your sofa. Well, how much is that? Oh, it's for both $100. I mean, I don't know how much it was. That's $25 on my check. So you're trying to upsell everything and do whatever. You get out there, you clean, then you dump your juice, your excess water out of the dirty carpet water, fill it back up in the next place, off and running. It's especially fun when they'd freeze up overnight. Yeah, that's nice. When it was a blizzard out there and you're driving through it. One time I was going up the steps and I was carrying my clipboard and I slipped and the clipboard hit me right in the bottom lip and I had to wipe the blood away because I'm just bleeding. I didn't want to knock on.
It was great.
I'm so committed to this job. I'll bleed for you.
I did. I have bled for all that. Anyways.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't pay you any money. Is there anything else I can do for you instead? Get anything with those customers?
I never got anyone that is okay because I was like, why is this old lady? What is she proposing here? And why would I?
I don't know. I tried to change it.
No, I never got.
It's like wedding singer meatballs.
Yeah, I everyone always paid. There was one. There's one customer I will never forget.
Describe them.
It was a. What was I? I was 21 years old. This is just young homemaker, 30s, whatever, maybe early 40s. She didn't say anything. There was nothing like you're thinking. There was no over, bouncing. Nothing like that. But as I was cleaning the hallway, I don't even know if I'm comfortable telling this story on the air. Let's just say she wasn't very modest. And she knew, there's no way she didn't know. And by the way, FYI, I kept my eyes, like, my eyes went down. I was not being a creeper there. I was like, and I didn't know what the hell to do.
You were just worried about the carpet.
Jason, you have this reputation as a good guy, and you're a good guy.
That's the job.
It was 90s. It might have been hardwood at that point.
Was that ear? Oh, on there? Okay. It was. You know what? No, it was. New York rallies from 22 down. Am I turning red? I think I'm turning red. I feel myself turning red.
At least you weren't doing that in the 70s. All shag carpeting. It's a lot of work.
How is it I'm the one being good right now? And trying to stay on tap. I feel like I'm turning red. Because I'm going back to that moment because I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do.
What did you do?
I can't tell you on there. No, I cleaned the carpet and I left. Yeah. I cleaned the carpet and I left.
Oh.
Shut up, Chris.
Is that what they call that?
Didn't even call her back afterwards?
We need to break this up. Let's just do some random audio, please. Here's Bill Belichick on why he left the Jets.
I mean, I had worked for Modell, and the two trains that were coming down the tracks were Dolan and Woody Johnson. And I just felt like don't feel comfortable working for whichever one of those guys ends up with the team. Nothing personal. I just, I'd had a bad experience, and I was either I'm going to work for a good owner or an owner that I felt comfortable with shared a vision with, or I'm not working for that.
Okay. Alex Highsmith says it's awesome having Aaron Rodgers back.
It's awesome having him back. He's a mysterious guy. So having him back is awesome. Seeing him in the building today. So it's awesome. It's great. So he was out there obviously getting a lot of rest with the guys and whatnot. And so we're really excited to have him back, leading our group.
By the way, 441140 is the text line. If you're sitting there right now super proud of yourself and pleased because you either have already or you're about to text in something asking a question as to when I was doing those cleanings if the drapes and perhaps the carpet were in fact the same motif or color. About 11 other people have beat you to that punch. So just stop texting.
Joke's on you. She was bald.
Here's Donovan Mitchell on the loss last night.
It's one loss. It's a bad loss, but all we can do is go back and watch the film and fix it. It's one game. We could have lost by 40. Still would have been 1-0. So we just watched the film. We played, pretty solid for 3 quarters or so. We'll make adjustments and go from there.
I mean, it's probably the right answer.
It's exactly the right answer. It's exactly the way you should think.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not what they're thinking, but that's the way you should
How they're
think.
reacting at Cleveland Sports Radio.
They are absolutely. That's exactly, Jason. I think, here's my thing. I'm pretty sure everything on Cleveland Sports Radio is almost certainly measured.
Yeah.
Calm. I don't think they're upset in any way. I think it's, they're just, let's check in with Cleveland Sports Radio.
The Cavs got what they deserved last night for the way they approached the last 7 minutes of that game and over.
Okay. And anything else that they're saying maybe?
I hope somebody goes and sits down, Kenny, and says, hey, all coaches blow games. If you coach long enough, you're gonna have a tough game. You're gonna have a tough night. Just own it.
Okay. All right. And here's one more.
Know who LaShawn McCoy is?
I do.
Okay. As the Browns opened OTAs yesterday.
Always talking about the Browns. Who cares?
One team town.
And let's go back. Here's Cleveland on the Cavs.
Is this the worst Cavs loss ever?
Okay. I mean, is it? D. Mitchell thinks they got a little comfortable.
It was a little comfortable. We could have done some things collectively, and we did, and that's on us. But ultimately, can't do nothing about it now. We got to go out there and watch the film and fix it for game 2.
Kenny Atkinson thinks they got unlucky with Jalen Brunson.
They hit some really tough shots in that fourth quarter. Those 2 threes, prayer threes, end of shot clock. I think we got a little unlucky, quite honestly. Brunson obviously took over at the end, and we started double teaming them and try to do some different things. But listen, I'm super proud of the way our group played. We played great basketball tonight for 3 quarters. Unfortunately, fourth quarter, they dominated us in the fourth quarter.
It's also exactly I don't have a problem with them saying that either.
Yeah.
You
don't want to have your team believe you can't do it.
No, you
right?
do not.
You have to put out the belief of what you did do for a majority of the game. Now, clean up certainly the collapse, but they were leading majority of the game.
I wouldn't have minded, though, if Kenny had basically been like, that loss was on me. Okay. It's on me. Yeah. It's my fault. I mismanaged it. I put my guys in the wrong spot. It is on me, and I will do better, and I apologize to my guys. I feel like that's kind of what a coach has to do in that situation. That's just my opinion. Here's Jaylen Brown on his takeover.
I'll realize after the fact, but I'm just happy we found a way to win. We kept believing in each other, taking in shots, kept running. My teammates got to believe in me, my coaches. It's all credit to them.
Still got a lot of work to do.
We can still learn from a win. We didn't play our best, obviously, until the end, but we can still learn from a win. We got a lot of work to do.
And they do. It's one game. And as Donovan Mitchell did say correctly, it could have been, 40-point loss or whatever he said to nothing. I think I have the audio here. Here is the first ever Mike Breen half bang. This is end of regulation, and this ball was in and out.
Merrill, three-pointer, in and out. That one halfway down.
That's tremendous work. I don't know how he was able to pull the bang back, and he did.
Merrill, three-pointer, in and out. That one halfway.
Wow. Honestly, one of his better calls. A mid-bang.
It's descriptive. He thought it was going in. When you watched it live, it looked like it was going in.
And listening, if you weren't watching, you'd know listening, wow, that must have been in and out. Because he said bang and then pulled it back.
Right.
Jalen Brunson, they just found a way.
We got some stops. We kept fighting, kept believing. Just kept tipping away. They were playing great basketball, and we just found a way. I really don't have an answer.
Okay, let's move on to Mike Brown here. We said some of this before. He says it's no secret who they were attacking.
We have to try to figure out different ways to guard Harden and Mitchell. They got to figure out different ways to guard Jalen. But there is no secret we were attacking Harden.
Yeah. I love it. I don't know if it's maybe the right thing to say, because as much as I kill James Harden, you don't want to wake him up. Now, what you hope is that he either is in his own head and has no confidence, or on the other side, he is so bound and determined to shut everybody up that he forces a ton of stuff. I think they're fine with either of those outcomes. You don't want it somewhere in the middle where you woke him up and now he's determined and he ends up having a phenomenal game.
Yeah, and in the end here, if we're really looking at Cleveland, we're talking about how damaging of a loss this is for them. We just have to go back to the playoffs and see what they've done. I mean, they've had to win Game 7s on the road.
Yeah.
They did win Game 7 in the first series with Orlando. I mean, Orlando pushed them.
Yeah.
Detroit pushed them. They've to their credit, have found a way to extend these series and stay alive. So it was a rough and brutal loss for them, and James Harden's getting called out, understandably, but I wouldn't be surprised if they bounce back.
They have been resilient all year long. Mike Brown thinks the Knicks have been resilient as well.
They've been resilient all year.
You said that.
And I don't know if I've seen that in a playoff game. I don't know if I've been a part of it. Maybe I have. But to be down 18, 19, 20, whatever we were down, and to find a way to come back and win. I mean, I take my hat off to my group. You know, Cleveland, they were shooting the ball well. They were turning us over. They were getting the ball in the pocket and taking advantage of us. We just found a way. We found a group of 5 guys that went out there, ended up getting stops and, scoring the basketball.
You know what question wasn't asked? I was hoping they'd ask him. Which was more fun, the comeback win tonight or Game 1 or 2 against the Warriors? That Golden One Center. It was probably louder.
Where were those Kings reporters?
Yeah, right?
I
would have
asking those
$100.
Yeah. I mean, the way the game was going, too, like when the Cavs were leading and still doing hacking, Mitchell Robinson, it was like, man, this game's just dragging.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it was going to have what it ended up having, which was an incredible thing.
Well, you got 2 guys. Jared Allen is 50-something% this postseason, too, so you got 2 hackers there. Mike Brown went in again on. He wasn't shying away on the Harden thing, talking about Golden State's strategy when he was assistant there.
In the playoffs, we counted James Harden's dribbles. And, we told our guys, hey, he's dribbling close to 1,000 times. He's not doing that anymore because they got Donovan Mitchell. But at the time, we were like, he's dribbling almost 1,000 times a game. And, our high guys, KD at like 300 or right below 300, keep picking them up full court, keep making them dribble because at the end of the series, at the end of games, it's going to wear them down.
Well, we shall see.
I would love to see the split in that series of dribbles of Harden and Thompson.
You didn't hear what I heard.
I didn't.
Dribbles, but I thought he said gerbils.
Oh, I didn't hear
and I always look at you. Obviously, that was something I heard he didn't say. I would like to see a gerbil split too, but
Clay with like 8 dribbles, Harden with 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, that is it. Yeah. Now you're going to have somebody that's going to be posting that stat now. And granted, as Brown said, they've got Donovan Mitchell there, but they have to. And I don't want to. I have no problems criticizing Harden. Obviously, I don't want to be unfair to him. So I also at what point too, Jason? Does Donovan Mitchell get put in the crosshairs as well? Like as a guy at his part of his career, he is in his prime. He's the alpha, or was the alpha at least on that team. Is an incumbent upon him at one point to go, okay, guys, I need to take over now. Yeah. James, I need the ball. And guys, we need to figure something out. He is the coach on the floor. If he's the leader of the team, where was he last night?
It's going to happen to the loser of this series, whether it's Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson, right? The 2 best players in each team.
Yeah.
Each one hasn't been to the finals. So whoever loses, it'll be like, well, can Brunson, I hate it, but can he win the big game? I think Brunson definitely can.
Sure.
But if you haven't broken through,
right?
Mike Brown, can he lead a team? All those questions will go to the losing team for sure. But yeah, I think that's a spot. You're right. And in the part that they were giving up those points, just a little bit better offense.
Yeah.
And the Cavs could give up those points and just still win the game by a few and get out of there with a 1-0 series lead.
I think we said it earlier, honestly. I'd love to see the math. I really would love to see the math. I don't remember the time that they were up 22 in the fourth.
I think it was just over 7 minutes.
Okay, so 7 minutes. 7 minutes is 400 and... Wait, 7 minutes is four... Hold on a second. I'm doing No. I'm doing it. That's 420 seconds, right? 60 seconds times 7, 420 seconds. Okay. They were up 22. So now what I'm wondering is if they had scored, let's just say an average of 2 points the Knicks on every single possession, that would be 11 possessions.
Yeah, it was 7:52.
7:52.
Let's call it 8 minutes.
Okay. So being down 22, if they had scored 2 points on every single possession the Knicks had, okay, the Knicks had scored every single possession, right? That would have taken them 11 possessions, okay, just to tie the game. If the Cavs had just held the ball for their other 11 possessions until the shot clock ran out, that would be 264 seconds off the clock, which would have been 4 minutes and 24 seconds. So you said how long? 7 minutes, what was it?
50 seconds.
Okay, so basically, had they held the ball and the Knicks scored every possession, they honestly probably would have been better off. I know they wouldn't. They would have been better off just running out the 24. And by the way, they could have done that little dribbly thing where the 24 doesn't start until the non-dribble thing, whatever. Just to kind of hide your dork. Because they would have had basically 3 minutes and 20 seconds to make that up, and the Knicks aren't going to score every possession, even though it seemed like they did.
30-8 from that point. So just
30-8.
10 points wins the game. 12 points, which is nothing, but you score 8.
And by the way, Dennis Schroeder had a terrible game. 1 of 9 in 18 minutes. He did have 5 assists and a steal. He did not turn the ball over, but he was not helping them offensively at all. Keon Ellis played 5 minutes. Couldn't you argue this is a reason you got Keon Ellis?
Yeah.
And
he didn't play that much at all in the last series.
I loved what you I love what you said earlier. And I agree with, I don't think you said this part, but I do believe if they had subbed Harden out with 7 minutes left and they put Keon Ellis in to check Jalen Brunson, then...
Maybe even for 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't have to finish the game. But just stop that first push. And, maybe they were probably, to be honest, about 5 or 6 good offensive possessions away from ending the game.
Yeah.
Like from making Mike Brown go, all right, it's not tonight.
Yeah, we'll pull
Let's rest some minutes here. But,
you're right.
22 becomes 18, 16. You're like, well, we got to honor this and give our guys a chance. And then before long, now, Shamit's hitting threes, Brunson's hitting tough threes, and here they come.
Now you go to game 2 tonight, Spurs Thunder. You got to think it's going to be a letdown one way or the other, but
hope not.
We'll still watch.
Great, intense basketball.
Really, honestly. And this is, I was saying before, I do believe the NBA Finals is going on right now in the West. I do believe these are the 2 best teams in the NBA. However, that being said, I said, if these 2 teams beat the hell out of each other, the Thunder and Spurs, that gives the Eastern Conference guys a chance. Well, not if this series is anything like last night. And by the way, have the Cavs had gone 7-7, and then this would be 7. They had 2 Game 7s already, I think. Yeah, you saying that. So they're going to be a little tired out as well. We mentioned earlier Jason Kidd is out in Dallas after 5 seasons with 4 years and $40 million left on his deal. As you pointed out, Patrick Dumont, the governor for the Mavs, gave new president Masai Ujiri full authorization to determine the coach's future. Ujiri said, quote, "As we evaluate the future of our basketball program, we believe this is the right moment for a new direction for our team. We have high expectations for this franchise and a responsibility to build a basketball organization capable of sustained championship contention. We'll conduct a thorough, disciplined search for our next head coach." Here's what I want to know. Why'd they fire Kidd? What was, like, specifically, what was it about Jason Kidd that makes you think he can't take it to that level? And Search Schmerch, they know who they want. You got to think he knows who he wants. And I don't know if that coach is. And by the way, if it's Doc Rivers, he should be fired immediately. But there's got to be somebody Ujiri has in mind.
Yeah, and then you think about it from Kidd's perspective, what he's had. Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Dallas. I think he's thought of pretty highly, but, is he could easily just go away. 4 years, $40 million's coming his way. Or does he want to keep coaching, do something else?
Do TV?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, apparently he had expressed interest in being promoted to president of basketball operations after Nico was fired, but the owner informed him he wasn't going to be considered, and he was kept out of the loop in the process that of Ujiri's hiring. Now, Ujiri was non-committal when asked whether Kidd would continue, but he did note that he kept George Karl in Denver and Dwayne Casey in Toronto when he began his previous 2 GM stints. He said, quote, "Jason's done a great job, but we're going to look at this thing from head to toe." So here you go. Hey, welcome in. You've got yourself Cooper Flagg, and we'll see what happens.
Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie Irving? Well, I mean, does he even play anymore? We'll take a break. When we come back, as we head on down the road, we'll get some notes from the NFL, including, as our Cleveland friends were just talking about, Deshaun Watson. What's going on there? We'll talk about it next.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I'm talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Memorial Day sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs. Plus, with an EPA estimated combined 22 MPG, you're going to save big at the pump.
It's true. Getting fuel is easily one of the scariest things to do nowadays.
I get it. And a new Ram could be what you need to cut your fuel costs long term. Plus, you'll enjoy best-in-class luxurious cabin comfort and the most luxurious Ram 1500 ever. If you've been thinking about a new truck, you have to start with Ram. Plus, with over 500 new Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at Hoblet.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
16,000 total net savings after $54.67 factory incentive and $85.33 dealer discount. Incentives include 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance on eligible vehicles, 500 business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, and 500 military first responder bonus for eligible members. 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
Sacramento Kings return to Golden One Center this July for the 8th annual California Classic, presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings, with the 7th pick in the draft, will host the Golden State Warriors, Brooklyn Nets, and the Milwaukee Bucks on July 4th, 5th, and 6th. 3-day general admission passes start at just $50. Come see some NBA rookies, second-year players, and other athletes vying for spots on NBA and G League rosters. Visit kings.com/California Classic for more information and to buy your tickets today.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
This home improvement month tip is brought to you by Bonnie, leading the way home. Check washing machine and dishwasher hoses for cracks or bulges to prevent unexpected leaks.
Bring the entire family out to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. From exciting action on the field to smiles in the stands, it's the perfect place to make family memories. Plan your next family night out at the ballpark. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 78. Jim Harbaugh wins Coach of the Year.
From 2003 to 2010, the San Francisco 49ers didn't have a winning season. All things changed when they hired Jim Harbaugh. In 2011, Harbaugh brought the red and gold back to prominence to the tune of a 13-3 record, the NFC West crown, and their first trip back to the postseason in 8 years. It also produced a classic playoff win over the Saints. That was something his predecessors, Dennis Erickson, Mike Nolan, Mike Singletary, and Jim Tomsula did not do. For his effort, Jim Harbaugh won the NFL Coach of the Year.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Someone said that Victor Wembanyama in the offseason basically relived the first 30 minutes of Batman Begins, and I don't know that they're wrong. Ramona Shelburne has a great story on his offseason on ESPN. Quote, Victor Wembanyama dribbled a basketball up a dangerous mountain route in
Yep.
In 4.5 hours. That takes a normal person 7 to 8 hours to walk up this mountain while training with the monks. Quote, one day the monk told Wembanyama to dribble a basketball up another dangerous mountain route to some city I can't pronounce, a monastery deep in the Song Mountains. The hike traversed cliffside plank paths, suspension bridges, and ancient forests, and was 5 times as long as the one to Bodhidharma Cave. The trail forces you to climb roughly 2,500 feet in elevation across uneven ridges and stone. Okay.
Yes, shout out to the proletariat.
I got a question.
Was the name of the monk Malik?
He's just making him do stuff. Yeah,
do that. Yeah, come back.
I'm a pizza guy.
So, number one, is this going to turn into a side hustle for the monks? Like, legitimately, are other NBA players now going to want to copy this? And are we not that far away from a Tibetan monk off-season basketball training camp? Where, and because NBA athletes love doing that stuff, man. Some of them do. What'd you do this offseason? I did the Wemby run.
Adam Silver will have the draft lottery there next year.
Absolutely. That's like the whole, you got the elevation, you got everything that goes into it. You come back nice and cut. You're mentally solid. I think we're not that far away. Will there be gear? Will there be merch?
Monk merch?
Is there's this a whole little cottage industry? Well, I guess not a cottage. What do they call it? A monastery industry? Is this a whole thing that's about to happen?
Well, I don't believe they believe in money.
Yeah, but you got you buy whatever, a bunch of vegetables or whatever they want, whatever they need. I don't know. Well, there you go. They got to have money for something, right? Something solar. I don't know. Take something, buy more land to monk on, do that. And then secondly,
I don't believe you can buy land in China. I believe it belongs to the country.
I'm just getting really tired of you throwing bleach all over my.
No, but I do think you're right in that there's going to be a monk style workout in the United States.
Something like how far away are we from, for only $19.95, you too can play basketball like Victor Wembanyama. It's the Shaolin Monk basketball workout. 2 CDs, 1 cassette. Like, we've got to be there. Or you're going to see a long Twitter thread. I spent 7 months in a monastery doing the exact same thing that Victor Wembanyama did, right down to the diet. Here's the Victor Wembanyama monk diet, sure, guaranteed to get you down to the weight you want to be at. And then a whole menu where you can buy it at Whole Foods, what to wear, how to cook it. Secondly, am I wrong for bringing this up too? So they had Victor Wembanyama, as we just said, dribble a basketball up this mountain. It went over suspension bridges. They're talking about how dangerous it was and all that. I'm calling BS. Here's why. I don't think these roads were paved. You're telling me he dribbled all the way up these mountains across it? Do you know how hard it is to dribble a basketball on gravel?
Yeah.
Much less dirt, a suspension bridge. That's not that. Maybe he carried the ball. I'm saying
he stretched the story.
I don't know if it's friend of the show Ramona Shelburne. I don't know if it's Vicky Dubb. I don't know if it's I don't think it's the monk. They don't lie. Somebody's gilding the lily, as the kids say these days.
Yeah, but if you are on a paved road and you start dribbling up. Yeah.
Paved.
You don't think at all it wasn't paved?
I'm not saying there weren't moments where there was pavery.
Yeah.
I'm saying the implication here is that Victor Wembanyama was traveling around Tibet and climbing mountains, dribbling a ball the whole time.
I thought he was in China.
Wherever. I don't buy it.
So if he dribbled the entire paved way and not the gravel way, then he didn't do it.
No, if he dribbled the whole way, he did do it. I'm saying there was occasional dribbling, which used to be the name of this morning show. There was occasional dribbling, not
100%.
Not 100% of the time. I think that's I'd be surprised if it was 50% of the. You can't dribble across this.
So he traveled.
Did you ever? Yes.
Double
So
dribble.
the question is, if a man dribbles up a mountain and no one's there to see it,
did it happen?
No call. I mean,
I saw
ref you differently in the offseason.
That's exactly right. And I'm fine with that, but let's not wait. It's already a great story. We all saw Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. Did we all see Indiana Jones in the Temple? Okay, yeah, all right. You saw when
that was the only one we got from McDonald's.
You saw when he was on the suspension bridge and the Moram Sukaram guy was coming after him with the taking his heart out. And
the stone will survive.
Right. And then short round falls through and he's got to hold on to him. Yeah, you're not dribbling on that. And that's probably exactly the type of bridge Wemby was on.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah, Spurs would have no problem with that.
None. Yeah. Monk. But it doesn't matter. None or Monk.
Yeah. I love that you just pray to the altar of J.J. Watt and his cabin training in the offseason.
Well, cutting the wood?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Wemby, in a whole different country, you're poking holes through.
Because if J.J. Watt had said, while I was cutting wood in the offseason at my cabin in the forest, a group of rabbits came up, and at first I thought they were, just being friendly, but then they showed me how to read, I'd call garbage.
In his $1 million cabin.
Well, you say that, but you don't know that.
I do know that. They did a story about it.
It was $1 million cabin?
Yeah.
Well, it's still in the forest.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson is set
Apparently
to be...
it's boring there.
Speaking of off seasons, Deshaun Watson is set to be QB1, or could be QB1 in Cleveland.
Apparently it's his job to lose, some are saying. How can that be? He's another what if. My goodness. I really thought the Niners should have gone for him, and I'm glad they didn't.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's you got to wonder, if Deshaun Watson comes to the Niners, does all that stuff happen? Does he still do it? Yeah, maybe. I struggle with this story. I've always struggled with this story. Do we know, did Deshaun Watson do anything other than the massage parlors? I just want to make sure I got the story right, honestly. Was it just the massage parlors, or was it, Was there other stuff?
I thought there was a few more things related.
That's
to
what I'm
that,
asking.
But I don't know.
I don't believe it was parlors. I believe they were coming to him.
They were coming to him. And then what? Like, I mean, I don't want to get graphic or nothing. I just want to refresh myself on the story here. So, it sounds like you got a little. Okay. Well, there's all that. Okay. All right. I'm reading it now. Okay. All right. Okay. 22.
Everybody calm down.
All right. Let's all relax. Not too much, though. So, Deshaun Watson, we talk about, like, the what-ifs.
Yeah.
When we talk about the Bo Jacksons or then it goes, there's a lot of different, you can have what-ifs for all kinds of reasons. You could have the Roberto Clemente what-if, died tragically. You could have the Bo Jackson what-if, he got injured. You could have the Tiger Woods what-if, injuries plus off course stuff. I think Deshaun Watson's every bit as much in a similar way.
Yeah, the Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson was looking like he was going to be in this where we put Mahomes and Allen and Jackson and Burrow, let's say.
On this very radio station, Jason, I said at one point that if you had Deshaun Watson in Kansas City and you had Patrick Mahomes in Houston for that exact same time period, I thought the Chiefs would probably have the same amount of Super Bowls. And I'm not going to back off of that statement. Not that we'll ever know. And certainly, obviously, Mahomes has had the far better career. But, man, Deshaun Watson, at 25 years old, his fourth year in Houston, completed 70% of his passes for a league-leading 4,823 yards. He threw 7 picks against 33 touchdowns. Oh, and by the way, that same season, where is it here? Here we go. That same season, he rushed for 444 yards with 3 touchdowns. The guy was a monster. A monster. And yes, as a 49er fan, I very much remember saying, dude, if you could somehow get him from the Texans, that would be absolutely amazing. Now, the Browns made the deal, and holy God. But also part of me is like, well, that's the Browns.
Yeah.
Everything goes bad for them.
Quarterback luck. Yeah, that's what they've had.
He has not played since 2024. He is 30 years old. So here's my question, because we could talk about, what would the Browns look like? And could he have been there? Can Deshaun Watson have a recovery arc?
He can.
Can Deshaun Watson, if Deshaun Watson were to come back fully healthy at 30 and he were to turn into a super stud again, do we celebrate Deshaun Watson? I know it's not unanimous, or is he forever going to be massage assault guy?
I think it really depends on what happens next with him personally off the field and then on the field too. I mean, in theory, at 30, he could still have a Hall of Fame career.
Yes, he could.
And let's do the dream Deshaun Watson, revenge tour. Mm-hmm. If he did something spectacular in Cleveland,
leads him to a Super Bowl.
I mean, right now he's probably, I don't know if he's public enemy number 1, but that's such a bad deal for them.
Yeah.
If he somehow led them to that elusive Super Bowl, I mean, he's a legend.
Let me ask the guy that I always go to in these situations. Is there any path, Chris, for Deshaun Watson to have a redemption arc?
I just can't see him doing it physically.
No, okay, but and you're probably right. But in this thought exercise, let me present a scenario to you. Deshaun Watson does what Jason said, whether he leads him to a Super Bowl or whatever, but he has a couple of MVP caliber seasons. In addition to that, off the field, which just as important for this arc, isn't he married now? I thought he was married. Either way, married and a family guy and all that, and he is openly like, I had an addiction and I did these things, and there's no excuse, and all I can do is spend the rest of my life trying to make up for it. And here's, video of here's what I've donated, and it's not just about the money. I've worked, I work 500 hours a year at X, Y, and Z place because I'm just going to do the best I can with the life I have left and try to make up for and as many lives as I touched, no pun intended, in the negative way before. I'm going to try to do that times 100 positively. Is there any world, Chris, where you think, and it's not going to be everybody, but is there any world where you think the majority goes, you know what, let's celebrate this guy. He screwed up. He did some horrific things, and he's done everything. That is exactly what you should do. And the reason I ask, and then I'll shut up because I know we got a break. The reason I ask, and I know it's different, but I think there was a time when everybody, including myself, said there's absolutely no way Michael Vick has a redemption arc. Screw him. I wanted him to die. I'm a dog lover, and I felt murderous towards Michael Vick. And he even he didn't get me fully on board, but I feel like I've forgiven him, and I think he handled his comeback about as well as you can. So, do you think
you're putting so many what ifs that
I am?
It's just it's not happening
because
he's denying that anything ever happened. He's still saying that he didn't do anything wrong. And then if I'm just saying, if he does very well, he leads him to a Super Bowl. It's going to be the same. He'll be a hero in Cleveland, and he'll be despised by Cleveland's rivals, and it's going to be a mix throughout the entire country.
So basically what it would take is all 22 of the plaintiffs to come out and be like, we lied. He got framed.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot, what's not? We'll go streaking. We got some pretty good streaks going on. We got a combined 13-game streak on this show. This paragraph's starting to fill up. And before we get to that, I want you to stick around. Jason has some breaking Gonzalez law news he's going to get to during the break. About time we got filled in on what's going on over there. We'll be right back after this.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187. That is the number. That is the website that you need to know for Gonzalez Law and Jonathan Gonzalez. His team over there, they have been fantastic, help a lot of people. Being local right here in downtown Sacramento, one of us in our community is here to help, and there's many reasons to choose Gonzalez Law Office, but the years of experience, first and foremost. I also talk about him being local. But he is a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record. You go back to results in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, as they offer free and confidential case evaluations. No case is too big or too small. They are here to help. And if you have something on your record you like removed, it's called an expungement. He is specialized in that. That can help you. He can help you with you need a criminal defense. You need someone to represent you for an auto accident. You need some help with something work-related, wrongful termination, sexual harassment case. Gonzalez Law, Jonathan Gonzalez is here for you. SacLegalDefense.com or 916-304-9187.
The NBA playoffs are underway, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. San Antonio is currently trading at 19% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $500 if they take the title. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. And as odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PASS to get $10 when you trade $10. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we know you're no stranger to setting big goals, whether in school, at work, or in life, and you're ready for more. At UMGC, we offer the skills-based education you need to move your career forward. Learn how to apply AI, data science, and other emerging tech, plus gain skills in leadership and critical thinking. You've come far. Succeed again. No application fee if you apply by June 1st. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Nova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InnovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a hospitality manager at a 5-star hotel.
So I just checked into room 318, but someone was in there.
Room 318. Oh, you were supposed to be booked in 813, which is now booked.
So what do we do?
How about rock, paper, scissors for who gets the bed?
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's the Memorial Day Sell-a-thon at Folsom Lake Ford with employee pricing. Plus get 2.9% financing. Plus $1,000 trade assistance on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford today. FolsomLakeFord.com. On approval of credit, see dealer for details.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who's hot?
The New York Knicks.
Oh, are they?
In their overtime win last night, they ended the game on a 44-11 run. No other NBA team in the last 20 years has scored at least 44 of the game's final 55 points, regular or postseason.
Wow. That's a great stat. Well, then who's not?
I'm going to change it up here. I'm going to say Southampton FC. I don't know if you're aware of this story.
I am.
They have their own version of Spygate. They originally beat Hull City, and they were going to the finals at Wembley.
Yeah, he said Hull City, by the way.
Hull City.
Hull.
Oh, they're going to take on Hull City.
Hull, not Hull City. I know that's not what he said, but.
And they were basically told, you are not playing. The team that you beat, who you cheated, who you were watching their training camps, they're going to take your place. It's become an entire mess. The team that they're supposed to face is saying this isn't fair to us. We don't know which team to prepare for, Southampton or Middlesbrough. And so they are asking to just be promoted without playing a final game. So we'll see what happens.
I would do that too. Ain't going to fly, though. Too much.
Because
money
what's
involved.
bad is no matter if Hull City doesn't go through, it's going to be a huge asterisk.
Yes.
For next season.
Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough.
I've been to Hull City. It's right next to the beef ranch.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Believe former employee here, Megan Rage, I believe her husband is from
Hull City?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Not know that. I did not know that. How are you doing with the Arsenal celebrations?
That's fine.
Premier League celebration. Been a rough week for you guys. I mean, I started out great. FA Cup. Then you lose your manager. Premier League.
I mean, there still hasn't been an official announcement. The real thing that's bad about that was apparently a lot of the players were told after the FA Cup that he's staying for the extra year. And then the news started coming out that he won't be there next year.
Maybe they weren't. Whatever. They have Erling Haaland. So, and what's his name? Beef Jerky? What's the guy's first name? I forget.
Ryan
Jerky.
Ryan.
There's so many sports stories that are bad, Jason. Can I share a good one with you?
I'd like to hear a good sports story.
No,
you're not into it? From the Instagram account of a gentleman, Dominique Wilkins. It's Dominique Wilkins. Thank you, Chris. Back in 1985, after the All-Star game, a 9-year-old kid walked up to me and asked for my sneakers. I told him, wait for me after the game, and they're yours. Sure enough, after the game ended, he waited. I took those sneakers off, signed them, and handed them to him. A simple moment to me, but clearly a moment that stayed with him forever. I walked into 7 Pie Pizza yesterday in Dahlonega, Georgia. And that same kid, now a grown man named Steven, shows up carrying those exact sneakers and retelling the story word for word. Man, talk about a memory lane moment. You never really know how one small act of kindness can stay with someone for a lifetime. Seeing those shoes again after all these years reminded me that some moments in life are, to quote Mike Tavares, bigger than basketball.
I thought that was Matt George.
And there's a picture of Dominique with his Converse.
Oh, I remember those shoes.
High tops. Do they still wear high tops? Kinda.
Some, maybe.
Whatever happened to that? High tops protected your ankles.
They can. You can still roll them, but, they do tape and braces and all those other things, potentially.
Do you own any high tops?
I still have a pair of basketball shoes that I would say are closer to like 3/4. I don't know. All right. But I don't play basketball a long time.
I haven't either. It's been so long since I played basketball. I'm at the, oh God, am I going to tear my Achilles?
Exactly.
Part of my life.
I'd like to just get some shots up.
My son was outside yesterday playing. I walked by, I saw him out in the court shooting hoops. I was like, this is one of them dad moments. It's one of those dad moments, go outside, even if I just rebound for the kids, I don't have too many of these. Yeah, absolutely. So I went to go open the door, and then I remembered I had Alan Wake 2 on pause. So I went upstairs and played that. Might have been a lost moment there. Let's go streaking.
It's time to go streaking.
Great moment.
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking. It's only a lost moment if you do okay on the game.
What?
On the game that you had paused.
Did I do what with it?
Okay,
Oh yeah.
That wasn't really a lost moment.
Really good game. Well, no,
good moment for you.
Moment. It was air conditioned. I had some
comfortable.
Had a big vat of licorice. Some
living your best life.
Some tropical punch Kool-Aid.
Did you make the straw?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you're now saying this was a questionable moment?
I know. I could have gone outside and sweated and rebounded for my son.
Hey,
you know bricks, jumpers.
You know what I'd tell Mason? Don't miss.
Don't miss, Mason. Yeah, it comes right back to you. Also, work hard, and someday you may be sucking Kool-Aid out of a licorice straw playing Alan Wake 2.
What you can strive for.
Of course, 10 years from now, I'll be on my I'm Retired podcast going, I just haven't heard from him in weeks. I wish I could just rebound for him once.
He lives in China.
Right? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay.
Dual citizenship. All right, here we go.
Okay, I feel better now.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. We're about our streak. We're at 13 as a show. Dave was at 5. I'm at 2. Chris is at 6. So let's see how we did. Dave, you were thinking about Matt Olson.
I was.
Matt Olson was pretty good
yesterday.
Yeah, he
was.
Ronald Acuna got up 4 times to get you a hit.
Okay, thank God. All right.
You're good.
Okay, I'm good.
You go to 6. I took Jake Berger. He got it 4 times.
Voodoo.
Yeah, 2 hits and an RBI.
Hey, look at us.
And Chris took Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
He got it 3 times. He got a hit and an RBI. So
Look at that.
we're rolling. Dave's at 6.
Chris
I'm at 3.
Berlot is the king.
And Chris is at 7.
Look at that. You know what? I'm going to do what I did yesterday. I'm gonna ride the train on one of you guys. I'm going to take Ellie De La Cruz.
Come on, ride the train.
Come on, ride that train.
I'm going to take from the Guardians, Chase DeLauder. DeLauder?
Yeah, I think it's DeLauder.
Chris?
I will take the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
Wow. I think it's XVA.
X is going to give it to you.
He's going to give it to you. X is going to give it to you. Aw.
Marks the spot.
We'll take a break. Ooh, what is Mount Exmoor? Marks the spot. Malcolm. Ray. And take a break. When we come back, top of the hour.
We're out.
Another mock draft. This one from Kevin O'Connor, everybody's favorite writer. We'll talk about it next.
Listen up, Niner Gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Got any markdowns on brakes?
We mark Duralast brake pads down to free.
Free Duralast brake pads?
When you buy 2 rotors.
Can I get Duralast Gold pads for free?
With 2 Duralast Gold rotors, and there's a lifetime warranty on brake pads.
That's a huge markdown for so many miles.
Save on brakes and more during Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail.
Hey, movie fans, get ready. Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu is landing at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento. The galaxy's toughest warrior is back, facing new enemies and bigger battles. Don't just watch the action. Feel it on the Esquire IMAX 6-story screen, Sacramento's biggest, loudest, and most immersive movie-going experience. Grab your tickets now for Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Good shot, baby.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
That's my prerogative.
Well, Jason.
Yeah?
Sure hope you're happy.
About?
The high today will be 91.
Okay.
Tomorrow, 94. Friday, 90.
Gross.
It's already hot outside right now at 9 a.m.
It's mid-May. I think we have had a spring, in fairness. No?
We had a spree.
The other day, it was too windy for you, I'm sure.
I'd take that over this.
The wind?
Oh.
Wind's the worst thing.
Oh, no.
Wind's terrible.
No?
Yeah.
No, you get fires.
No, I'm saying, which would you rather have, Chris? A day where it's 15 miles an hour with like 30-mile-an-hour gusts, but it's like 77, or no wind and it's 91.
Yeah.
Right?
No wind at 91. Face it, Chris.
Gross.
I'm inside regardless.
Okay, you got to chill. Another mock draft. It's the title of Kevin O'Connor, Chris's favorite writer from Yahoo Sports, has a mock draft.
Yeah.
And in this mock draft, we're seeing this quite commonly now. Darius Acuff Jr. to the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah. And the reason he's there is because at 5.
Yeah, look who jumped up.
Braden Burries.
Braden Burries. I don't know about that. Then
Those are the wild card.
Yeah, Wagler's going to the Nets at 6 here. It does get. I do feel fairly confident that the top 4 is locked. I've said that. I think the top 4 is locked. But then it gets really. I think they say you're going to hear this if we play Draft Day Bingo. You're going to hear this on multiple broadcasts. The draft starts at pick 5, which is technically wrong.
Yeah.
It starts at 1, but it gets interesting starting pick 5.
Yeah, and I think what was interesting about this was his latest mock draft for Kevin O'Connor, and he said, a guy the Kings could be debating on would be a guy like Kingston Flemings. Mm-hmm. Well, not only do the Kings not take him, because on this one he has Acuff, he goes past 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 and goes 13th to the Heat.
Wow.
That's the farthest down I've seen him by far.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's all because the reach, which is silly if that's the reason.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about if you were Scott Perry, would you trade number 7, the 7 pick that the Kings own, to the Oklahoma City Thunder for their 12th, 17th, and 37th picks? And I think I'm kind of with you. Like, on the surface, no. You need to knock it out of the park here. You're already picking lower than you wanted to at 7. But again, I think it comes down to if they're spotlighting Acuff, and I do believe they are, and Acuff goes before 7, I would have that trade locked and loaded. Again, if they say, well, once Acuff's gone, Wagler, Lendenberg, Burries, assuming he's still there, Flemings, we'll get, if they've got 5 guys on their draft board after Acuff that are all scored relatively the same, but you have an opportunity to also pick up the number 17 and number 37. I mean, forget the 37, whatever, but it's another second-round pick. But you have an opportunity to do that. I think they look at it.
Yeah, I think it's, again, back to the board,
ifs.
right? Like, if, let's do the Acuff example. If they are interested in Acuff and he is gone, that makes some sense to evaluate it. But we've kind of put it as Acuff, Brown, Flemings, Wagler as guys that they could take at the point guard position, that they'll have a chance at least one, if not 2 of them. But let's say on their board it's Acuff and Wagler are clearly the 2 they like the most in whatever order. Well, there's a chance that both are gone.
Yes.
So if, like to what you said, if Flemings and Brown and just everyone else is kind of tough to separate, then maybe you think about it. So that's not one I would go ahead of the draft to do. I would do that if you're doing it on the draft day and wait and see.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I think the Kings have some opportunities here and should be very open to listen to other teams, but going in with the thought of taking a pick at 7, that's really going to help them for the future.
It's been a while since we put a poll out, Jason.
And which one are you doing?
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
He joins us tomorrow at 8.
If other, list it. I'm going to put out a poll because I honestly have not done this yet. If you are at number 7, Kings fans, who would you take? Wagler, Acuff, Burries, Flemings. Am I missing? I know that, Mikael Brown Jr. Will probably be, because I put underneath that if other. Would you put Burries or would you put Mikael Brown on that list of Wagler, Acuff, Flemings? Who do you think?
I feel like Brown, but I don't know.
I kind of think you're right. Is it Brown Jr.? It's Brown Jr. Wait, so there are 2 juniors right there? It could be Acuff Jr. or Brown Jr. Interesting. Odds are they're going to take a junior. Got to say that.
They're freshmen.
Wagler, Acuff. Yeah, they're juniors, but they're freshmen. All right, I'm going to put that out there. I honestly have not put out one of those polls in this draft season. I think my guess is Acuff will actually get 50% or higher, and then the rest are going to split between the other 3. I feel like that's where the majority of the fan base is right now. And I don't want to be that guy. I've already stated my worries about it, and I think other people share those worries, but there are some that say, hey, look, you need a star, and he's got the most star power out of it. And I think they're probably right. I think when it comes, if you told me one of those 4 guys is going to be an all-star, who would it be? I'd probably take Acuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't diminish my worries about him, but I do think he's going to be a good NBA player.
So what's interesting is, I've been looking at these mock drafts, and people have different opinions, as they should. But I think there's a general consensus of roughly where these guys are all in the, you might have a guy 5, I have him 8, 6, and, it's close.
Yeah.
So what I did, Dave, is I found a mock draft that went right before the start of the season.
Oh.
So it was an opinion of a college basketball expert.
Okay.
At that time. So I think it was November's mock draft.
And you have that?
Uh-huh.
Can I guess a couple things?
Sure.
Pretty sure Peterson was 1.
You're correct. So I did through the lottery. I did 14, but
I'm going to say Boozer was 2.
No, but 3. But also, Caden Boozer was 13.
Wow, really?
Going into the year.
Was DeBonsa 2? Preseason? Wow, okay.
From this person, yeah.
I'm just going to guess.
So that's
roughly. Yeah, that's about
Caleb
right.
what?
Wilson?
9th. Again, go before the season. But okay, I'll finish see how many more you can get.
Darius Acuff at 4?
Acuff is not in the top 14.
Interesting.
Again, this was before the season.
I'll bet you Nate Ahmed's going to be in there.
5th.
Yeah, okay. He was heralded preseason. I remember that.
I think it's going to get tough for you here.
Is it?
So I can fill in the pieces.
Go ahead.
If you like. 1 was Peterson, 2 was DeBonsa, 3 was Boozer, 4. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher the name. I think it's Tunde
Yusufu.
Yep.
Okay.
4.
Yeah.
Nate Ament 5. Mikael Brown Jr. 6. Koa Pete. He had a lot of hype.
Yeah.
7. Dash Daniels at 8.
Interesting.
Caleb Wilson 9. LeBaron Philon at 10. Jaden, is it Quintance?
I think so.
11. Luxembourg at 12.
About the
Caden
same.
Boozer, I mentioned, at 13. And then guy had the big shot in the tournament, Braylon Mullins from UConn at 14.
Interesting.
So that's before the year. But part of why I did that, too, was also I think it just goes so that's November.
Uh-huh.
Now, we've had a season, in fairness, and we saw a lot of these guys play, and it's shuffled around. But can't this same kind of thing happen? This is why the drafts are missed, right? This is a few months ago is what this person thought the mock draft would look like. Now we're here where we have more of an idea of what GMs think. But then why in one more year from now would we go, oh, gosh, the 6th player was by far the best player this year? Because these things change.
They do.
People develop differently. We're projecting today what we think 18, 19-year-olds are going to be next year, the year after. And sometimes we see the guys at the top, oh, yeah, we got it right. They were the best player right away. But in 5 years, boom, how did they all miss that guy as a all-star, Hall of Fame type guy? I don't know. They did.
I think you just figured out how to eliminate tanking.
How's that?
You just did it.
Whatever the mock draft is in November, you're assigned.
You go worst to first, just like in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Worst team in the NBA gets the number one pick and on and on.
Mock drafts.
And then you hold the draft the day before the season starts.
Oh, that'd be funny.
How funny would that be? You hold it at the beginning of the NCAA season, and then that's your guy. How fun would that be? Okay, first off, that
fun
would be,
and torture. Right?
Yes, because somebody gets
but
hurt.
How will the NBA make money off of that?
Yeah, exactly.
And how would so whatever the order is, you go. If the Kings took in this case it would be Koa Pete.
Yeah,
they're 7th.
Yeah.
Arizona, you're not playing him.
Yeah.
Right? You're not having that guy play.
That's the thing. You absolutely kill their careers in college.
That's funny.
and then the best part would be being able to trade those guys during the season.
Yeah.
Like this one guy's having about we got him at 17. He's now risen up to number 3. I'd like to make a move, trade this guy. Now you're taking double chances. Of course, they'd never none of these guys would play. You'd have no idea. But it is so interesting when you look at, because you're right, like what the hell is this 18-year-old kid gonna do? Nobody knows. We were all picking boogers at 18. Now these guys are expected to go out and do their thing.
Right.
I mean, come on, man.
I think we had different experiences at 18.
I was saying what you told me you were doing when you were 18, Chris.
You said we were all doing it.
By all, I meant you guys.
All people.
All people. When the hell is the draft? Next month?
Yeah, after the finals.
We just get going now. I'm tired of it.
Want your guy? Want to know what's the future ahead?
I do. And look, if it's A-Cuff, let's go. I'm going to piss a lot of people off when it happens, but I'm just going to tell you right now, man. If they pick Darius A-Cuff next day, I'm going to come in and be like, all right.
A-Cuff jersey?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Brooklyn maybe, but it's not Jersey anymore. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, and one more thing, too, just on Kevin O'Connor's thing in the article that he wrote about. He said, I forget how many people have declared or at least went to the combine and said, and, there's still a chance to go back into college. But he kind of speculated, I think on an interesting angle, that for the most part, I think people, when they declare, generally stay and go pro. Because, but how the NIL game may change that. Because if you're getting paid pretty fairly well in college as an NIL participant.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the reasons to go pro was to start your clock and get, earn money. Well, if you're going to be a second-round pick with some risks, well, maybe go back to, I don't know, Colorado and get the NIL money and be a dude on that team and see if you get a higher wage the next year or a higher number in the lottery or draft, or if not, at least you made another year of money.
Are NBA teams allowed to donate to NIL funds?
I don't believe so.
What if there's something barring them from doing that? How funny would that be? There's a player in there, team's lottery picks too low. So you circle around, you make a deal, you donate to the NIL, they funnel that to the player to get him to go back to college for a year so you can get a second crack.
Well, isn't that some of the secret of, like, the second round of the draft is kind of like the agents work it to, like, oh, yeah, we know we were sending you to this team.
Yeah.
So isn't that, in a way, it's like, hey, we've got our eye on you. You're probably a second rounder next year. We'll get you some NIL.
So this is fun. NBA teams cannot donate to NIL deals.
Okay.
But individual owners and players can donate to NIL deals.
Can you imagine a player doing that? Well, I mean, for their university.
NBA superstar James Harden made a large 6-figure donation to Arizona State University's Sun Angel Collective to support the program.
He also went to Arizona State, to be clear. But
yeah. But, I mean, De'Aaron could do that at Kentucky. Malik, I mean,
Well,
does Kentucky need more money?
Yep.
They always
Sadly,
need more money.
they do.
Sean Sweeney is the favorite to be the next coach of the Dallas Mavericks at 34%, followed by Billy Donovan, Nick Nurse, Mike Budenholzer, Charles.
Now I'm thinking about it. What if, like, a group of fans, like, created an NIL and then got a player very early, maybe like in high school?
Wait, hold on a second. Does a player have to declare for the draft in order to get into the NBA?
Yeah.
They can't just not declare and just quit school and then sign with a team?
Well, that's being drafted, right? I think you can be picked up as a free, right? Like if all of a sudden the Kings wanted to sign you, couldn't they?
That's what I'm wondering. Okay, so Chris is going to whatever university, and he's a young player, and he goes, hey, you know what? I just don't feel like playing. I'm draft happens, lottery happens, draft happens, and he goes, I'm not returning. And then he's a free agent, right? What I'm wondering is there a loophole there where you can get some stud that's just like, I'm not declaring, and then I'm just going to sign as a free agent with free agent signing? There's no limit on it, right?
But there might be a limit on the contract.
Yeah, it would have to be like the rookie minimum or whatever. But
you pick the team you wanted to go to.
Sure. That's a way out of it. I mean, it's costing you money.
Maybe if you came for money, and now more athletes are coming for money in college.
Well, maybe you want to play for the Warriors, and so what happens is you make a deal with Joe Lacob, who is allowed to do this, to donate $25 million to the whatever university fund. The university then funnels it to Kidd, who then says, I'm not declaring for the draft, and then you go sign with the Warriors, and that makes it up on the back end, and you choose where you want to. Yeah, there's got to be people that thought of. There's got to be that. Because the other thing that keeps sticking in my head, honest to God, man, I can't stop thinking about this, is there literally a rule saying that Vivek Ranadive could not buy Zach LaVine's house?
Right.
Even I
don't know why there would be.
I don't know why there would be either. So it's like, all right, I'll buy your house. Now, there's got to be a limit. Like, I'm sure he couldn't, I'm sure there's got to be some sort of leeway there. It's like, well, let's say LaVine's selling it for $30 million, right? But what if LaVine listed it at 80? Vivek buys it for 80, which is $50 million over market value. Obviously, the NBA is going to look at that, and that's going to close a loophole. What I'm saying is, and then the point is to get Zach LaVine to opt out. My point is, and I'm not, by the way, no one's doing this, and I'm not suggesting it. What I'm wondering out loud is, does the NBA have a rule against this right now?
You have to be in a draft pool to join the NBA.
Okay.
Now, if you go in the pool and then you're not drafted, then you can become a free agent.
There's got to be ways around this.
Always workarounds. Let's find them.
Let's check in on the poll.
Hello. And the poll is.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
He joins us tomorrow, like you said. Currently, very early on, Keaton Wagler is. Darius Acuff Jr. has exactly 50% of the vote.
Okay.
Keaton Wagler has exactly 50% of the vote. Brown Jr. and Flemings do not have votes yet.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting. That'll change. That'll change. Yeah, I want to just get this done. Let's just get this done. Get this draft over with. Trade the 7. Grab whoever you're going to grab at 12. Hope Cam Carr falls to 17. That's the guy that threw up 30 in the scrimmage. And then grab, Andrei Stojakovic with the second-round pick and some other guy with the other second-round pick that's going to be an all-star, hopefully.
What draft were you most excited for?
For the Kings?
Results. I mean, the pick was made and games hadn't been played yet. You're like,
you mean in Kings history?
Uh-huh.
That's a great question.
Fox, weren't you?
Yeah, but we kind of knew. I mean,
but it still hadn't played yet. So it doesn't mean he was going to be. Kings had drafted high before and didn't do well.
I'm going to take, because I feel like that's cheating. I know it's not, but I feel like the spirit of your question is I want it to be something I was wrong about to be excited. I can tell you, I'm just going to go back. Okay, I was really excited about the Joe Klein draft, but that's just because I was a little kid and that was our first draft pick. Okay, so let's kind of put that aside. I was really excited. I was really excited about Purvis Ellison. He was the number 1 pick. Maybe the most excited I've been, if I'm being honest, was the Lionel Simmons, Travis Hayes. We had 4 first-round picks. I thought we were on our way to the title, baby. Billy Owens, man, I wasn't that. Walt Williams, interesting. I remember reading about him in Sports Illustrated. I was pretty excited about Bobby Hurley, not going to lie. Not about Stojakovic. Not about Abdul Wahed. Honestly, I wasn't really that excited about Jason Williams. I mean, it was fine, but I
didn't know enough about him at the time.
About him. Gerald Wallace, no, that was late. Hito, whatever. Dan Dickow, we didn't even keep him. Kevin Martin, no. Garcia, no. Doobie, no. Hawes, no. Thompson, no. I wasn't that excited about Tyreek because remember that was the year that was the Blake Griffin year. I was more pissed that we didn't get number 1.
Had the best chance to get number 1.
I was excited about Cousins. I was. Not about Biombo. Oh, there it is. God dang it.
What? Robinson?
Yeah. I was really excited. And I'll never forget it, dude. I watched so much Thomas Robinson in Kansas. I was like, God, if he could, this guy could go number 1, if he could slip to us somehow. And then I remember reading, I'll never forget this, man. I'll never forget reading on draft day, story about how he raised his younger sister and, worked other jobs and, a horrible story about his parents or something like that. And, he stepped up and raised her even though he was in, quotes from college coaches saying, he's mature beyond his years and all that. And I'm like, oh my God. Then when we got him, I'm like, dude, we have our power forward of the future. This guy's a walking double-double. Oh, and he's an incredible human being as well that's going to come in. I know it's easy to have hindsight. I was so stoked for Thomas Robinson. And then, no disrespect, he's one of the biggest busts we've ever had. I didn't see that coming, man.
Yeah. Didn't even make it half a year, right, before they traded him?
Oh. It was so bad. I don't know how the hell that happened, man. And that is why we can't draft Aaron Peters. Kansas.
Yeah. Make sure he's off the board.
Although if Darren Peterson fell to 7, I'd be so stoked.
Then you go, wait, why is he at 7? What happened?
What
do they know?
Yeah, exactly. What's on Deck brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We'll preview about what's going on tonight. Before we get to Crossy Talk with Matt and Kayla, we'll do all that right after this.
Listen up, Niner gang. Sactown Sports is your local home for 49ers football, and we're here to level up your game day experience. Download the Sactown Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the 49ers home opener this season. Don't wait. Download the Sactown Sports app today. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo.
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Megan, trapeze artist and Scratchers enthusiast. So, Megan, what do you like about playing Scratchers?
Well, they're easy to play when I'm hanging around.
Oh, okay. Like when you're relaxing?
No, like when I'm hanging on the trapeze. I swing upside down, then do a quadruple somersault, all while playing Scratchers. Watch this. Ta-da!
Unbelievable.
I know, right?
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player claim.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need to get the job done. With fast delivery you can depend on and access to technical product experts ready to help you meet any challenge. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Support comes from Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast, free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks so you can make smarter decisions faster. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, $6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Over the years, some of golf's best stories were about the legendary Ben Hogan. Tommy Bolt once said that Hogan was the only player he'd ever known to get an ovation on the practice tee. He said he saw Hogan playing practice rounds before a tournament where half the gallery was made up of other professionals. When Bolt was asked who was better, Jack Nicklaus or Ben Hogan, Bolt replied, "Well, I saw Nicklaus watch Hogan practice, but I never saw Hogan watch Nicklaus." That's a pretty definite answer. Hogan described the game of golf as a game of misses. He said, "The player who misses best is the one who's going to win." He believed that the first hole was the most important, saying, "Well, if you don't birdie the first hole, how can you expect to birdie them all?" Ben Hogan knew the value of positive thinking on the golf course. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
It's the Memorial Day Sell-a-thon at Folsom Lake Ford with employee pricing. Plus, get 2.9% financing. Plus, $1,000 trade assistance on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford today. FolsomLakeFord.com. On approval of credit, see dealer for details.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
Yeah! It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, tonight, let's hope we have more great basketball like we did the last two nights. But game one of the Spurs in Oklahoma City was an absolute instant classic. So we have game two tonight. Spurs and Thunder. We have day baseball with the Giants and Diamondbacks. And then the A's continue their series with the Angels. That's game 3 of 4 before the A's head to San Diego to face the Padres. But yeah, we've got a full day of baseball. A's, Angels, Giants at Diamondbacks, and of course, game 2, Thunder Spurs.
And don't forget.
Oh, what are we not forgetting about?
Final AEW Dynamite before Double or Nothing this weekend. That's taking place at Louis Armstrong Stadium in New York.
What a wonderful world.
Man, I honestly, I wasn't going to bring that up.
Will MJF get his title back, or
Michael
is he going to lose his hair to Darby Allin?
Oh. Oh.
Wow. A lot on the line.
Chris, are you going to any World Cup games?
No. We might be working something with the station where I might be hosting some watch parties. So keep an eye on that.
That would be fun. I don't know if you're familiar with COSM.
I am.
I know you are. For the rest of everyone, that is the I don't know what the hell you call it. The buildings.
It's kind of like a sphere.
Yeah, kind of like half a sphere. They have them in Dallas, L.A., a couple other places.
For mixed reviews.
We did a watch party at the L.A. one. It's right by SoFi Stadium last year for Huddersfield Town and Wrexham. And I really liked the experience. I really did. You're not at the game, but it's the closest thing. It is, and I was really worried, especially with I have sensitivities to light and giant screen. I can't wear those AR glasses and all that stuff, VR. It was never overwhelming, and there were times where I was watching the match, and I did kind of sink into thinking I was there. Like, it's the same. Your whole vision is like you're sitting from your seat, but it's not on glasses. It's just all in front of you. It's a cool experience. I would love it if we got one here, but they're really expensive. I was looking because I got this.
To get one at your house?
To get a COSM at my house? Oh, dude, trust me, if I was a billionaire, I promise you. Here's how you know I became a billionaire. Things like, wow, why is Coldplay playing in Dave's backyard with Creed and Nickelback? What is that?
Dork. That's what you would do?
Well, I'm amongst amongst, I just be like, hey,
You're
guys.
getting monks too?
Yeah, I invite friends over to do stuff like that. Oh, Paul McCartney's doing an acoustic set. Like, that's the crap I'd spend my money on. I heard you can get Paul McCartney to play anywhere for $3 million. If I'm a billionaire, I promise you.
This seems like a cash grab.
I don't care.
Why does he need any money anymore?
No, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just saying, if I'm a billionaire today, Paul McCartney's playing at my house the next. I'm dropping $3 million just for the experience.
Can we move the dogs?
Did you?
I know.
Did you see him on SNL?
I did. I told you when I saw him with Avery last fall at the Santa Barbara Bowl. You could tell this is it. He had, and by the way, he's 84. And also, as somebody who actually notices, I really try to notice these things, especially with older singers and bands. Part of Paul's problem is he absolutely refuses to drop a key. He won't drop the key. Bon Jovi goes out right now, and you hear John Bon Jovi singing, it's living on a prayer. You know,
Frankie Valli's still hitting those notes.
He is.
Frankie Valli.
He's landing them all.
He's all of them even.
Sounds just like he did.
Paul refuses to compromise. I say, hey, you're a living Beatle. You're 84. You're out there doing this, whatever. But just know you're getting great value, Paul McCartney. You're not getting name brand Paul anymore.
At least the tickets matches that.
Absolutely, they didn't. But still great. Hey, you know what? Now that the credit card bill has been paid, now that we're months afterwards, I wouldn't trade it for the experience. It was a great experience. Here's my point. So in order, the idea, if you don't know Cosm, is you go there, it's usually sporting events, but sometimes like they have this thing, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and shared reality.
I know you like Harry Potter.
Whatever the hell that is. Cirque du Soleil.
When I was there, they had a Matrix one that I thought about going to.
I would definitely go see that. So like, I'm looking here in June. If you wanted to go see, here we go. NBA Finals, if necessary, Game 7 from $29. And what does that get you? That gets you in there. And then think about it if you've ever been to like Studio Movie Grill. You're sitting down. There's different types of seats. Some are tables, some are regular chairs, whatever. And then you order your food. Then you order your food and drink. That is not incredibly cheap, but also not stadium prices, right in the middle. To go to the world, and so I have this. This is pre-sale now. I have the pre-sale from the time we did the thing there. So let's just take a look, Chris. England versus Ghana. Pre-sale goes on in a half an hour. I'm going to look at pre-sale tickets. Let me enter in my password here. Pre-sale 2026. Okay, there. Oops, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Very few seats left. Let's just take one.
Very few left for a pre-sale?
Yes. That's very interesting. Here's one. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back, but in the middle. I'm going to click this one here. 322 a pop.
Cash grab.
322 a pop for a first-round World Cup. How about Czechia versus Mexico? Now, keep in mind, this is Los Angeles. You're going to have a strong Mexican presence there for that. This is going to be, I could see this being a good ticket. Everything is sold out but general admission. So general admission, by the way, you don't get in the dome. You're in the back watching on regular TVs. Turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey. Oh, that was a Mr. song. Turkey lays on. Remember that? Turkey. They had broken wings and
what?
In Turkey. Turkey lays on down the road that I must travel.
Oh yeah, now that I hear you sing it.
You got it now?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Turkey versus USA is sold out. Pre-sale, Chris. Pre-sale is sold out. EFL Championship, Hull City versus Middlesbrough, maybe. From $12.
Hey.
From 12, just to give you an idea, and I'll do one more here. I'm just picking these random ones. Give me one more World Cup game. One more World Cup game, and then we'll move on from this crap here. How about How about a round of 32? Round of 32. We don't even know who the teams are yet, guys. Round of 32 to watch the World Cup at Cosm. Oh, there's still some decent amount of seats available. Again, from $352.
Oh, man, I'm out of cash.
$352 to go watch a World Cup game at a place that the World Cup game isn't even happening. Woof. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. Oh, somebody's asking what Paul did on SNL. Paul was fine on SNL. You can just tell. You know, he's
what?
He's up there.
Oh.
Did you happen to see the monologue?
With Chad Smith?
Incredible.
It was very good.
Because it was one of those things where he comes out and I'm like, okay, that's not Will Ferrell, but it looks a lot like him, and he looks familiar.
Well, and you know what? One of the things I think also has kind of helped by that is, Will's, I say this with all respect, but I feel like Will's aged a bit lately. I feel like Will's really...
63.
63? Jason, what do you say? Before I look, I'm going to say...
Oh, you guys went to the same kindergarten, right? Or rival kindergartens?
I'll say 61.
Say 59.
59. Wow, Jason Ross. 58.
Oh, he looks awful.
He kind of, for 58?
Yes.
Awful?
Not awful,
for 58.
Awful.
Does that look like a 58-year-old? I'm just saying.
58-year-old in Hollywood. You know what? I'll say that because he's obviously didn't get any work done. He's aging regularly.
Yeah, how
That's
about
not fair
that?
for me to say.
Yeah, you know what? You're age shaming. How about that? Will's not getting any.
Because
work
I
done.
want to say that we had Matt Damon recently, and what was he? 57.
He does not look 57.
All right. Well, this isn't going to help my cause. I'm looking at other people that are 58. Will Smith, Daniel Craig, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. Dude, Will Smith looks very young. Will Smith does not age.
And he likes pretty girls.
What a song.
No, it's not going well when you're like, dude, it's a great song if you slow it down or speed it up.
Did that song do anything other than just be a meme, basically? Did that song make any... does Will Smith have another hit in him? Because it used to be that you wouldn't hear anything from Will Smith forever, and then he'd come out with Getting Jiggy With It or something.
Yeah.
Or Miami. Now, it's been a while since...
Or Wild Wild West.
That's a terrible song. That song was horrible, dude. I don't know, man. I don't think.
Deion Sanders?
Oh, Deion. Well, okay.
58.
Yeah, but he's got the feet of a 117-year-old.
Oh, this is good.
Vlade's 58.
Well, Vlade,
he's a smoker.
Yeah. By the way, did you see the Mike Bibby podcast yesterday where he was talking about Vlade smoking before the games? He went into some detail on that. Let's see.
Oh man. He had a lot of songs that Will Smith did in 2024.
He did?
Yeah.
Did he? Really?
Light 'Em Up with Sean Paul. You Can Make It. Work of Art. Unfortunately, none of these tracked. His last...
Is my computer down?
Put your drink up. I get you anything you think up. I like BBLs. That stand for bad blink up. I've been in the club all night in the section. Picture perfect. I swear you perfection. I like you, and you. It don't matter about your complexion.
Banger.
I don't think he's had it.
What song is that?
That's Will Smith, Pretty Girls.
I don't think he's had a song that charted since the beginning of the millennium.
Oh, no. Really? Well, I mean, I think a lot of it.
Just don't understand.
They don't. I mean, and honestly, how much of it is the song was good, and how much of it is people like the person.
I think Vlade was a ringleader of that. There was never.
Hold on. Is it true that Vlade smoked cigarettes at halftime in the locker room?
I seen him before.
Yeah, I don't know if that's clean or not. I thought it was, but then
every time you go to that podcast, we have to dump it.
I heard Matt Barnes. I forgot Matt was asking the questions. Matt will drop a word or two every once in a while.
Maddie.
Hey, Maddie. We'll take a break when we come back.
Me, Maddie.
Crosstalk with Matt and Caitlin. Celebrity birthdays next.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I'm talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Memorial Day sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy duties. And with over 500 new Rams available, you won't find a better selection of new Rams in California.
Oh, is that it?
Not even close. Not only can you save up to $14,000 off MSRP and get 5.9% APR financing for 84 months, you also get no payments for 90 days on select inventory. That's thousands in combined savings on California's best priced heavy-duty trucks.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $1,500 factory incentive and $10,500 dealer discount. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, $1,000 business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, and $1,000 trade-in assistance on eligible vehicles. 5.9% APR for 84 months equals $14.59 per thousand borrowed. No payment for 90 days on approved credit. Interest accrues from data purchase. Must finance through SFS for qualified buyers. 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Bring the entire family out to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. From exciting action on the field to smiles in the stands, it's the perfect place to make family memories. Plan your next family night out at the ballpark. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
You need your microphone. There you go, Kelly.
Watch your comp. Ooh. Yeah.
Awful setup. I have too much stuff.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know, because it won't. Yeah. Maybe if you put this over there.
There we go.
There you
Okay.
go. Okay. Are these your Cheez-Its?
I brought them in today for
you-
the gang.
Have you bonded much with Cody down the hall?
No.
Okay. She is a Cheez-It, like, wacko.
Oh, really?
She loves Cheez-Its.
Because our show
isn't?
is all about cheetahs.
Cheetahs?
Cheez-Its.
I like some of these new flavored Cheez-Its. Not that these aren't flavored, but you know what I'm talking about.
Like what?
I think there's a bacon one that I tried. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Did you ever get the big one? The big Cheez-It?
Oh, the big Cheez-It.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Extra large.
Yeah. Well, no, not. We're talking about a bag that has big, like, Cheez-Its that are like 3 times this or twice the size of regular Cheez-Its.
No, like they had that one that was like
Oh, no.
as big as your head.
Oh, no.
Is it just one Cheez-It in a bag?
I want to say like Taco Bell had it.
Oh, yeah.
That was excitement noise from Caleb.
That was Reggie Miller on the call the other. Oh!
There it is.
There we go. Kickin' nacho cheese.
Okay.
Zesty jalapeno cheddar and sharp white cheddar. I haven't had
That we've had on the show.
They
White
got
cheddar
your,
cheeses?
Yeah.
Got your
those are good.
duos.
Mm.
Whoa. Smoked Gouda, pesto, and mozzarella.
Yeah.
Does mozzarella really have much of a flavor? Let's be
No.
honest.
It's like the healthiest cheese.
I thought that was provolone.
Or Swiss.
Or Swiss.
Swiss, because it's
Malone?
not
I
good.
wouldn't mind kicking nacho cheese. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're gone Friday.
I am.
I thought we were doing Cheery Chip Challenge.
The next Friday.
What's
No, we
cherry
can't do it the
chip?
next Friday
Why?
because I won't be here.
Well,
I'll be
that's-
gone that day too.
Well, even better. More chips for me.
And then I'm calling out.
You're missing 2 Friday Fun and Games in a row?
I'm not missing. I just won't be here.
Yeah.
I'm in
He'll
studio.
be in studio. But he'll be.
I'm missing the next 2.
I'm confused.
Okay, so every year Jason's brother goes and finds for his birthday all these like super crazy random chip flavors.
Yeah.
Like it'll
Okay.
be like I'm just making this up here. Be like Cinnabon Ruffles or
yeah.
nacho. Yeah, whatever.
Pickles are big,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, no,
believe.
you
last
have to
time.
push that back a week.
Pickles and bacon, whatever.
Ooh,
weeks.
that sounds cool.
And then
Chips
what
gonna make it?
what Jason does, that's what I'm saying. And then
gonna
what
make
Jason
it. They're
does
chips.
is he puts them all in little individual baggies, and then you have to try to
That's
guess the
cool.
flavor. Yeah, it's
See how you do.
That's really cool.
Might be the most fun day of the year. This is your first one.
Yeah.
Well, we get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Christmas and my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Wait, so where are you on Friday though?
I'm going to be in Houston at a wedding, but I'm going to be working.
Yeah, he'll be live.
look
live
at
from
you.
live from Houston.
When's
so
your birthday
remote
again?
Fun and Games.
It already was this last weekend.
That's right. Okay.
You guys are coming up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What do you mean
So
that?
you're a Taurus.
That's right.
Yeah, I like Tauruses.
You're a tourist?
Yeah.
He's a Taurus.
Oh,
Tortoise.
a
A lot of my good
One of
friends
the
are
cars?
Right?
I'm
You're ahead of Kayla.
I'm a
He's one day
focus.
ahead of me. He's Saturday, I'm Sunday.
I'm first. I'm better.
Do you think the Ford Taurus will ever
I'm
make
younger.
a comeback?
Yeah, Kayla's younger. by a
Ford
day.
Tauruses. Oh, my friend used to have them.
Yeah.
We did some party hopping in that thing, and we had to run away. We had to drive away from the polices in the dunes on her Taurus, like this old 1984. We were like literally like lifted in the air. We were like hopping through things.
You know,
it was crazy.
Maybe we should workshop this, but I feel like maybe this summer, because we're always looking for content, I think what would be actually an amazing segment would be Kayla's youth stories.
No, it's
I feel
it's
like
like
there's-
summertime stories
I've
with
got
Kayla. We're
so
already working
many.
on this.
Okay.
No, we need to play 2 truths and a lie with her.
Oh, yeah. That's coming up too on another.
That's a
maybe.
good one.
Okay.
2
That's a
truths and a
good
lie
I
with
feel
one.
like
Kayla.
there was a lot of malarkey in Hullabaloo back in your
Yeah.
day.
Kayla dribbled a basketball with the monks up a mountain.
That's
and-
That's
right. That is
right.
a garbage story.
Like Wemby.
It's bull. I called it out
You don't
today.
think so?
No, that's
Dude,
bull.
Have you ever, all of us that have been outside, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to dribble a basketball that's not on like a blacktop or so he's dribbling up a Tibetan mountain with the ball.
They
he's
lost
dribbling
me at the bridge. The
across the suspension bridge.
Yeah,
and as I said, we've all seen
funny.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom with the more.
As we all know, that's every suspension.
Every single one ever, and you're not dribbling on a bridge. I think it's garbage.
It is wild. But it is Wimby, and he is an alien.
Well, we did talk about, is this about to be a cottage industry? Well, how far away are we from the Tibetan monk basketball workout and diet plan? And then you have all these NBA players going over there to do the same thing.
Well, this is kind of reminds me of nothing to that level, but Derrick Henry is a freak.
Yes,
Covering him for 8 years and how he managed that body. One thing he'd do in the offseason was he would work out on a hill.
Yeah.
Like he would literally do all his workouts on this hill.
Yes.
And like, he's still in some of the best shape I would see a running back at the age of like 32.
Did he have a specific, because I know you covered this, did he have a specific name that he called the workout? Because I think I know what it was.
I can't remember.
I think it was called I completely stole this directly from Jerry Rice workout, because that is exactly what he did.
Actually,
that was
I
Jerry's
think he
workout.
did mention that he
Good
had
for
taken
him.
it from Rice.
That was Jerry's workout.
Yeah, I do remember that. But he also did other freak stuff in terms of weightlifting.
Oh.
Yeah, weightlifting that I was like, how do you do this at this age?
From the 916,
Crazy.
I want to be included in the J. Ross chip taste test. No, sorry. I got to draw the line there.
Well, people could enter to win and maybe come into the studio that day if they could sell it.
Dave, your thoughts?
Yeah, we'll workshop that one. Also, from the 801, please settle a work debate. Which player had the better career / legacy, Chris Paul or Carmelo Anthony? Am I wrong for saying yes?
What do you mean yes on
I
what?
think Chris Paul had the better career, and I think Carmelo Anthony weirdly has a better legacy.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I can
Better
get
career
what
is
you're
Chris
saying
Paul.
there.
I'd give it Chris.
I would
I
say
think it's Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, but I love Carmelo Anthony.
Well, if you love Carmelo Anthony, you probably also love crumble cookies. Maybe
I do.
Look at them
Ooh,
both.
a caramel cookie. Caramel.
Speaking of Carmelo Anthony, I forgot to bring this up. Have you guys seen those stupid-ass DraftKings commercials? They ran one during the Thunder Spurs game, and it was like fourth quarter, and you can tell they pre-recorded it before the playoff. It's like, well, these two teams are going at it, and honestly, it's anyone's game now. Yep, stay tuned. They're generic commercials made to sound live. Knock it off. You get paid enough. Do them live. Do it live.
Do it live. We'll do it live.
Do it live. Jason Ross.
Happy birthday to Mike Breen.
Bang!
Yeah.
Bang!
Yeah.
You have to...
The pump fake.
The pump fake. Mike Breen is 71.
Really?
Bang!
No, he's not that old. He's like 64.
Bang!
66.
Bang!
74.
We have a tie between Matt and Kayla, 65.
Yeah.
All right. Bang!
Bang!
What?
Happy birthday to Cher.
Oh, God. She
believe
looks
it's
good, and she's
turned
like
out.
100.
Wow.
Is Oliver 100?
I feel like Cher's the first one to really do auto-tune after Roger.
Yeah.
Cher is 74.
She's 76.
77.
82.
Chris is closest, 80.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room for the imagination with that turn-back time outfit she wore, too. Remember that one?
I mean,
With her son?
she's like
Was
dating
in that
someone
music
like
video?
40 years younger.
She what?
She's dating someone like
You
40
guys
years
heard
younger.
Matt Cher?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what was that
what is
again?
that?
Oh, I thought Dave was playing the song.
No.
I could turn back.
Don't, how dare you?
Damn, man.
Disparage
We
Cher. I'm offended.
do you mean?
I hope she's listening.
I hope she is, too. She'll
Cher, call in.
Yeah, she'll
I thought that was Tom Maley.
She's cold.
Who else?
I don't know.
No?
That was pretty funny. Hopefully we got that drop.
You know, I read the other day,
What do you mean?
Cher and Val Kilmer were really close.
Really?
Very close.
I love Val Kilmer.
No joke.